alive.
Alive? Yes, I hope so.
Well, that too. With everything going on, I mean, it's kind of hard to tell some days. Anyways, hello and welcome back to Cavaliers of the Cosmos, 5th edition D&D podcast set in space. Space! There we go.
Wild West.
To those who have played D&D before, we're using some optional rules and some home rules to keep stuff fun. Those who haven't played before, I'm not going to say it again. Just sit there.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that. So let's go around, introduce ourselves. We'll start with Mike.
My name is Michael McDowell, and I play the Deep Gnome Mystic, Zanner Fargrimm.
Oh, Fargrimm. I'm not sure I knew that before.
He's used
You
his
kept-
last
you
name
I
every
kept thinking
time.
it was Fargrimm.
Yeah, you
Oh, that's
Fart
right.
Grim.
I'm really tired.
You farted Grim.
I'm really tired.
My name is Korben, and I play Oisin Briste, human ranger artificer.
I'm Chetasia McDowell. And I play Danny, or Danica, and I am a fire Genasi Druid.
Ooh. And I'm Cliff, and I play Clyde Horncarver, the Barbarian Golaith.
And I'm the Rebelling Flesh Golem DM, known as MacKenzie.
Rebelling.
Yeah.
He
I
keeps
don't listen
changing it
to
up.
nobody.
I would like to make a stealth check. No!
Negative.
Hey, if you're
IMAB
rebelling
popsicle.
flesh golem, does crawling in my skin apply literally, or?
It's like a life motto. So, recap. The crew of the Remora has found themselves on the planet Kalotili, the home planet of the Aarakocra and destination of their last job. They did some shopping, slaughtering, and met a very nice General Talok. The crew ventured out to find a long-down ship and begin to exterminate its denizens.
Oh, don't say it like they're innocent.
Well, viewpoints there. While doing so, they discovered the ship was human in origin, but in a bit of display. I misspelled a word there.
I will not boss the TM.
But the displays were not in a human language. The crew, primarily Clyde, discovered the ship had twin engines, one torn apart and the other was functioning but not hooked up to anything, with a little bit of finagling by Oisin and Danica to get the one working. Some subsystems started functioning again, and that's when they popped open the nest of the gargoyles and began a nice little fight. After a little mental discussion to blow them up with the unstable engine core, that plan went awry. Fight ensued, and fulminated the creatures, ending with the ship now partially melted and Clyde a little toasted,
And
perhaps
naked.
the
And bald.
crew with a little bit of terror in their pants.
What pants? They burned off.
Well, those who are still wearing pants.
I have a skirt.
Okay, to those who poop would be relevant inside
Their drawers.
Yeah. So, when we left off,
Half an hour more.
Danica and Oisin had dived out of the way as the explosion had went off, ducking for cover for a moment. Zanner was
Don't
slightly
let the hole-
outside of the ship, just like down a little bit, and Clyde was as close as you could get without touching it.
He was ground zero.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Got sucked in a little bit and blown out, melted against the walls just a little bit. Not enough to hurt him, but enough to keep the wrap metal around his body.
I hurt.
Yeah,
Now
we have
naked, bald,
we have a melted Han Solo.
and shrinking down slightly to his original size. What all are you guys doing?
Ow.
Well,
Well, I'm still blasting cold
Okay.
at him
Okay.
to cool him off to make sure that that he doesn't burn.
we
being
were
pressed up
outside
against the hot
ship.
metal.
We were we outside? Or I thought we were just in...
I can't remember if
We were
came
in
all
the
way.
ship far enough away.
Yeah. We both are
You're
pretty far.
just past the person room.
Oh, that's
The
right.
one with
We didn't
the
get to the person
We
room.
were.
Yeah, you guys got to the other side of the person room, and we're like just outside of the door. The explosion melted to about where the foot would be on that little table.
Okay, so I think once things sound like they've calmed down, not exploding, or do we hear Clyde go like, "What the fuck"?
You could hear him as you two stand up, turning around. It's just like a sphere of nothingness, and Clyde like melted into the wall 60, 70 feet away from you.
Ow, my ponytail!
And Oisin above him just like blasting ice onto the
Zanner.
Zanner, sorry, blasting ice onto the metal around him.
Okay, does the floor and stuff look stable?
Where you guys are, a little bit, but there are spots where you can see it is warped down. You guys are close enough to a wall that there would still be structure there.
Okay, I'm gonna try and follow along the wall to whatever, if there's any doorways. I'm gonna follow along what should be more solid structure and try and get
Towards
to them.
them?
Yeah.
So doing so would bring you into the engine room that you guys got functioning.
Well, that's not gonna bother me.
Okay. I'm just pointing at it. It is that direction.
Did that? So we didn't blow that engine room up? That crystal is still
It would have
okay?
been a double boom.
Yeah, that would.
I got stuck on the
There's a
top.
lip there.
Um,
Are you following her?
I'm
Well,
actually.
you already got radiation poisoning.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and collect my rope that's on the side of the ship and
Okay.
walk around from the outside.
Okay. So you venture off to do that. You going in, it cut through the section that like pulled in and melted on the way out. Stopped about 2 feet away from the engine that you guys got running. Like if this creature was a little bit more towards that
Yeah,
door,
if it was like 2 feet over, it would have been boom boom.
if it was in the hole, it would have blown this engine too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So-
spooky.
You can get through and sort of work your way around. I would need you to do an acrobatics check to sort of get around a section of wall to another floor. There's no other doorway there.
Okay, acrobatics.
Yep.
Let's see. 11 plus 1 is 12.
12. It takes you a little bit. You slip, and there's sharp quotation marks metal on the wall that you're like shifting around, and it like scrapes your stomach. Not enough to hurt you, but enough to. It's irritating a bit. And you get over closer to where
Excuse me.
Zanner is. Oisin, as you get out there,
Excuse me.
the constant windstorm that this planet's under is seeming to calm down at this moment. And you're able to very quickly gather up the rope.
In my
Are
opinions.
you going outside of the ship and around to where Zanner was?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick as close to the ship as I can for that stability.
Okay, that is going to take you a little bit.
That's fine.
Now, Clyde, as you're shrinking down slightly, the metal cast that is being formed around you is loosening off. It's pulling some hairs out, and the hairs that it's not pulling out are burnt.
I kind of like wiggle my way so I can sit up. Like, huh? Where the fuck's my ponytail?
Oh.
And as you feel the back, you can feel in the back of your hand something fuzzy, and you like look behind, and it's like fused into the wall behind you.
Son of a. My mom helped me grow that.
Aw.
God damn it, it's not around no
You
more.
feel a little bit of sting in your eyes as sweat coming off your brow. Doesn't have eyebrows to stop it. It's just pouring right in.
I look down, and my fucking clothes are gone?
Yeah.
Like, when I'm naked, I choose to be naked. I did not choose this time.
The only thing left on you are your shoes.
Yeah, because they're magical.
Because they're magic, yeah.
Not fully naked.
This is a fucking,
And
this is
being
a
in,
fad.
it being in your position, you can see that the door that was still closed, that you guys hadn't looked in yet, is now just gone. And half of that room is burnt out. And you and Zanner can also see in that room there are some skeletonized bodies,
Ooh.
just sort of like in chairs and in that room.
In the room that we couldn't get to yet?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, the crew's in there.
The size of him?
From this distance is a little hard to tell. You could roll a perception check to see if you can make that guess.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay.
Am I just using passive or?
No. Your perception.
Okay. Ish. Mine's on.
It's a 19.
That's an 18 now.
An 18?
Yeah.
From where you are, they look to be about Clyde's size. Maybe a little smaller. Like,
But I
you're
kind of
dealing
surmised
with
that.
skeletons, so they don't have like flesh that you would define.
I had already
Perfect
basically
height.
surmised that since he was able to speak the language. And he basically only knows that other language, so
Okay.
that's pretty much what I'd assumed. So.
I just... Everything hurts. I'm naked. I don't have any hair fucking anywhere on my body.
I don't think I have anything that'll help. No extra clothing of any kind. Any that would even come close to fitting him. Even
I was
if
gonna
did.
say, Clyde gives you that look of... You're gonna give me clothing?
I think I could wear your pants as like
I could
toe
fit...
covering.
I could fit 8 of you in a pair of my pants.
Yeah.
And you want to give me your clothing?
You can use a shirt like a diaper.
Well, like one of my shirts?
No, like one of his shirts. Like wrap it around your butt, pull the bottom of the shirt
Ah.
up around
So
your
he's
junk.
basically got
You'd be
yeah.
cutting off some things, I think.
basically got a diaper.
I don't mean it'd be perfect, but you know, if you're looking for modesty.
Yeah, tube sock would help.
Yeah.
Is it a little singed?
Everything is. Like as you start wiggling about and like, it's still hot. Like it's not burning you, but it's hot. It's uncomfortable. There are parts of you that are smoother than you would want them to be.
Yeah, my head is so smooth. It's like, I don't like this.
But you could climb out. There's spots that are big enough for you to climb out.
Pretty sure Clyde gladscaped.
Danica,
Right.
you are there now.
Okay, so I was just gonna try and help him out.
Okay.
Danica,
So, you're going to assist him to get out? Okay.
Danica, do you have anything that can spawn me like a leaf?
Why do you need a leaf?
Look at me, I'm fucking naked!
Oh yes, the modesty.
The modesty.
Xander says, never bothered you before.
Yeah, like I said, I choose to be naked. I did not choose this time.
I imagine there's quite a breeze too.
I can feel
Oh yeah, once you get
every little breeze on my body.
So I am going to need a athletics check from you with advantage because Danica's helping you to get out of this unscathed.
18.
18.
You can share that.
You get out.
You
Oh,
can
it's
use
okay.
it too if you like.
It's a little bit of like a scrape on the bum on the way in.
Ow!
And
This is why I didn't want to be
ooh,
naked.
now you're realizing you don't have hair on your ass.
Windy on the bum bum.
You get up and there's like that slight breeze and yeah, it's cold. Like it's a little brisk. You're used to cold. This is a little uncomfortable.
I'm going home, and I just turn around and I walk straight out.
You can't. So looking around,
I get
from
out
where
somehow.
from where you guys are, you have the 60-foot drop,
I'm not going that way.
or you can try and hug the section of wall that Danica crossed, and go back out the way you came in.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
You guys can stay here. I don't have any clothes
Are you
now.
hugging it butt side or pee side?
I was gonna say, butt side's probably safer, less sensitive.
Okay.
My
then-
iron cheeks.
Then I need you to make an
You're
acrobatics
more like tinfoil now.
check, just to get around the wall.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Why can't it be athletics?
Because you're doing this backwards.
2.
2, you get around a little bit, and then like you feel something poke your butthole a little, and you're just like, ah! And you fall in.
Oh no!
And you're about halfway down the hole, just like laying on your belly. The metal's a little warm. To the rest of you, well, you two in the ship, you just hear a yeah. And it's at this point that you're getting to that hole. It took you a bit, and going around to the front of the ship, it definitely had like a big, massive front to it for no apparent reason. Like, maybe it was the design of the people who built the ship, but from what you've seen inside, there's no need for a front end that big on a ship. And you get around and you can see the section where Zanner is still standing, Danica in a little bit. It's 60 feet up.
Okay, with 35 climb speed, I would be able to make it up in what? If I dash?
To climb, it's a straight up.
Yeah. Can't really dash a...
No.
Although I have a climb speed equal to my walking... I don't know.
I will let you try and climb it. I'll let you try and climb it.
Yeah.
But it is going to be difficult because the ship is being sitting out in a very dusty, heavily winded area. It's buffed down to a smooth front. So you can try if you want.
I'm going to use the 2 pittons I reclaimed to just spike up, right?
Okay, then I'm going to need an athletics roll from you.
Okay. 14.
You make it up a good 20 feet, and then you feel yourself sliding a bit, and you have to take a break about 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
You
far down did he slide?
A good 10, 15 feet down.
Shoot.
Have I noticed him yet?
You would have definitely heard a slamming of
Okay.
metal into metal behind you.
The piton going into there.
I'm just gonna curl up into a ball and just leave me. Just leave me here.
I got a DM question that I should have asked earlier.
Uh,
Am I the only one that can initiate a telepathic link?
Yes.
Someone can't yell in their mind and it will catch my attention?
I'm going to say no
No.
for right now.
I have to think about it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because as it says in the ability, somebody that you have
I
line
can
of
see.
sight of.
Yeah. I have line of sight. And if I don't see him, then I can't initiate it anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I'm just assuming that it's him coming up.
Okay.
But I'm going to look, obviously, because
yeah, I
it
was
could
gonna
be
say.
or it's that other
is there,
gargoyle.
is there
He's
another
back.
monster gargoyle coming? So, yeah, I'm
He
going to
brought
peek
50
down
of his
and
friends.
peek down and kind of hang on and see if I can lean out and see what's going on
So
down
that
there.
we can move our hands now, Mike,
Can I
right?
find like
Yeah, just move our hands.
Yeah.
a handheld or something? Like no, okay.
For-
How about the room that the one gargoyle that was in was sleeping with the bunk beds and stuff? Is there access to that room?
That's on the other side of the hole of where you guys are, and you can see that hoard that it was sleeping on is like half burnt down.
How far away is that from me? Like, would it take my full like, kind of action and thing to get there?
Straight across, 120 feet.
Shoot. Okay, because I was gonna see if I can grab blankets and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna try and find like a handhold or something and like lean down with my staff and see if it's only like 10 feet reach, but just see if he can like try and reach up and use it to climb up.
Okay. Are you informing him of this? Because he said he curled up in a ball.
Yeah, just be like, I don't even know what the. Now is not the time for theatrics. Please grab my staff.
It's not theatrics. I'm actually sad. Why would you think I'm joking about this? And I kind of like crank my head to wherever I hear the voice.
She doesn't understand.
Still in a ball.
Yeah.
And just. Why? Why do you think that's funny?
Do not think it is funny. That is why I want you to get up.
No. And he curls back. Like if a Goliath could shrink, he shrunk into
Just
himself.
as far as I can, and I try and bonk him.
He's a little far away for that.
So I just slap the metal by his head.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, like loud, like get up.
You're good like 7 feet away from his head. But yeah, you hit the area towards him. You looking over the edge outwards, you do see
I do see
Oisin climbing up and just sort of like resting for a moment, catching his breath.
I can see he's got the rope on his...
Well, probably.
Okay. Well, Shine, we could certainly use that rope.
Yeah,
I figured
that's
why
why
you
I'm
brought
bringing
it.
it. That's why I'm bringing it.
Yeah, but you don't realize
It's like
he's
Princess
falling
Bride
in
yelling over
that
the.
hole. that the big gargoyle came from.
Oh shit.
We got to get him out of there, and he's being a big baby about it. He doesn't want to come up, so one of us got to go down there and tie the rope around him.
After I slip the metal by his head, I'm gonna try and skirt over to the other room that's burning with all the pile of junk.
Okay, I need you to make an acrobatics and you to make another athletics to climb a little further up.
That's 17.
17. You make it. You make it over there. It takes you a little bit, but you do make it over there.
Use your.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. 13.
13. You make it up a good 20 more feet, and you're feeling really tired, and you can feel that the metal plate that your feet are on, that they're like resting on at the moment, is starting to become unattached
Oh
from
boy.
the framework. Danica, you make it over to that section, and you see the piles burning a little bit. Clyde, I assume you're still crying at the bottom of the hole.
I wasn't crying. I'm just upset.
Okay.
He's just a
Said
pouty
cry.
baby.
You're pouting at the bottom of the hole.
I'm just upset.
Xander, are you going to try?
I'm going to try and assist him.
He's
Yeah.
about 20 feet away still.
He's 20 feet. Can you toss one end of the rope to me?
Would I be able to safely?
Without falling.
Roll a dexterity check. And I'm going to say right now, you got to get higher than a 15, or you're dropping the rope.
Well, I'm gonna say you didn't toss the whole rope.
Well,
that would be stupid.
You throw it up, and it falls
whiffs.
down. You're still holding the rope.
Yeah, it whiffs. I only rolled just a check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just rolled a 12.
Okay.
So it's just.
You're gonna have to try
threw
and
it
climb
you
farther
rolled
up.
and go.
I meant. Oh, right. That was my right hand. I'm left-handed.
I'll let you try again.
And I don't have a rope. What do I have?
Then you could just go. Huh?
Hey!
Woo!
18.
18. You toss it up, and it like wraps around a piece of metal beside Xander.
Indiana Jones style.
Not like
Yeah.
completely, but like goes around once. You couldn't put your weight on it, but it is
Exactly.
easy for Xander to grab a hold of.
Okay. And then basically, I run over to her with the rope. So
Well,
Oh
no,
no, I'm
she's-
like way
she's
over.
gone.
oh, she's way gone.
Yeah, she's on the other side of
Okay.
the
Is
hole.
there something I can anchor it to in the room? Is there like
Oh,
a
yeah.
piece of
There's-
metal that
large jagged
Chunk,
piece
yeah.
of metal?
So
you
I'll
could
do
tie
that.
to.
I wrap it around a few times to tie a knot in it.
Boy,
Okay.
if
So
only
he
they
can
had a
pull
strong
himself
boy
up.
just to go.
Too bad
So-
he's crying like a little baby.
I'll remember that.
I can't pull him up. He's
So you
yeah.
would be able to get the rest of the way now. You're only 20 feet away. I won't make you roll for it. And you get up there, and you can see Danica is now on the other side of the pile of garbage. in front
Is there
of you.
anything like on the outskirts that's not burning, or I'm gonna try and take my staff and just like shove it through the pile, toss off the upper bits that are burning, just to find like a blanket or a large piece of cloth I can toss at this guy.
Okay. As you begin tossing it off, there are pieces of meat and bones that you're uncovering as you're doing this. And there are larger scraps of fabric.
I just
enough to
grab.
make clothing out of.
I just grab whatever.
Probably enough to make
A loincloth.
Like
a loincloth or
A,
like
a toga.
This is my foot flap. This
what is
George
it
butt
called?
flap.
A poncho. You could make like a toga, a poncho,
Cool.
something like
Okay. So I'm gonna grab one or two of those.
that. Okay.
And
And a mouse reference, love it.
anything that like is like thin or like like scarfy type, right? Like something that you could use
Oh
as
yeah,
a belt
there's
to tie.
lots of that.
Okay,
Like
so I
of
grab
different
like
types of fabric
one or two
too.
pieces of that too. Not in any sense trying to match the fabrics, just like grabbing whatever I can.
Okay.
Anything else of interest in here?
Roll perception.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh no, that's poopy. It was a 2, so
2.
I just see a lot of burning junk.
There's a lot of burning garbage. A little bit of dead body in there mixed in that's starting to burn now too.
Okay. I do pick up like a small piece of bone that's like, like a knee bone or something, so I can just like when I go back, toss it at him.
Okay. I seen you roll there, Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to decide to cry or not.
No.
He's still pouting.
Yeah, no, he feels an anger boil up inside of him.
Are you gonna rage while you're in the hole?
No, I'm not gonna. I have no more rages.
Oh, good.
I don't think. No,
I don't think you do.
I rage, and I try and climb back up the hole.
Okay. You can make an athletics or acrobatics.
What do you think I'm gonna take? And of course I roll good. So that's 23.
23.
That is good.
So I will let you choose which way you're going. Towards Danica, who's at that burning pile of garbage, Zanner, and now Oisin, the dead bodies, or back out the way you came in.
Back out the way I came.
Okay, you just get mad, stand up, take a couple steps back, and just full sprint up the wall onto the platform.
Ninja warriored it.
Yeah. And as you
I swear I
stand
didn't
there, it's
take
just
any
like,
rogue.
and you just like toss a tray of stuff to the side that was just for some reason sitting there
And
still.
as I go through the rest of the ship, I'm just taking anything that's like not barred down. I'm like flipping chairs, flipping tables. If there's coffee mugs, I'm just throwing them on the ground.
Yeah, the ship already looked like shit, so
I'm making
you're just
it
making
look
it worse.
Yeah, I'm making it worse.
And the rest of you's now seen him get the hell out of the hole. And this would be the first time that Oisin, you're seeing that room that was locked. You can now see into as part of it's melted away.
With the skeletons that were, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You can see them.
Yeah. About. Oh. I feel like we should check that out, but I'm too tired to care right now, so.
I'm gonna say holding like all of the cloths and shit. I'm just gonna be like, I will bring this to Clyde. He seemed very unhappy with his lack of dress.
What's the elevation difference between where we are and the way out?
And the way out is the same, like, it's the same elevation, it's the same floor. It's maybe, from where you're standing, a foot lower. You
Okay.
could shimmy the edge, skirt around that wall that they both did to get back to where you were.
Okay, and I obviously take my rope with me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shimmy.
Okay. Zanner, what are you doing?
At my size, it should be a pretty easy journey for me, shouldn't it?
Yeah,
Which
you
way?
could probably just
Following
you
them.
can probably just hop on my back.
Well, how much does Zanner weigh?
I weigh 40 pounds. Apparently that's what, 4 feet tall, 40 pounds. That is a 40, right? I thought it was a 70, but that's a 40.
I'll put the DC a little higher because of it, but go for it.
And I roll acrobatics.
You're facing the wall as you
Yeah.
go around. Athletics.
Damn, my acrobatics is higher. Nat 1.
Oh.
And I'm
You-
facing the wall, so I
You
land on
get
him.
around and you're like, yeah, I got this. And then you can feel the metal start to warp under your feet and you just fall straight back at 10 feet, land on Zanner.
Yikes.
Who takes 12 points of bludgeoning damage from an almost, 300-pound individual?
Yeah.
Landing on
With
top of him.
equipment on it,
12,
almost 300.
But I can get 5 back, can I? Even though we're not in battle,
You
there'd be
could.
like a
If
term.
you were
It'll take off your temporary if you still have them first.
Yeah, I'd take
So-
off those 5, but it still drops my total down from 34 to 22. 22.
So you're now in the hole, Danica.
I'm trying to follow out the way Clyde went.
Okay. I'll make you roll an acrobatics to get around the podium. Now that you're holding everything, it's a little more of a finesse.
All I'm hearing is I should have carried you like a baby, so I could have used my hires.
You said athletics or acrobatics? Oh, they're the same.
Acrobatics.
So it'll be 14.
Also, a nat 1.
Sorry,
a nat
16.
1.
I know.
16?
Yeah.
You get around, some of the fabric's a little torn from the walls as you shimmied over, but to be fair, some of it's a little singed too.
Yeah. Okay.
You get around and you can now go to catch up with Clyde. You two at the bottom of the hole,
How?
it's a little warm. Not hot enough to burn you, but warm.
Well, I can cool it off.
It's a hot summer day.
Yeah. Well, it's more the stove was on 10 minutes ago.
So it does need to be cooled off. Okay.
Not anymore.
How high? What's the distance between where we are and the way out?
back out the way you came, it'd be a 10-foot climb.
Okay. So, I know I can make it up. But
And you still have the rope,
yeah,
so
and
you
I
can
have
pull me up after.
and I have a piton, so I could like tie it to the piton and maybe
Okay.
rope dart it.
Given your climbing speed, and the fact that you've done a lot already today, you climb up. Takes you a little bit. By that point, Danica catches up to Clyde, who's, I'm assuming, still throwing a hissy fit
Oh, I
walking
was
through.
walking straight out of the ship, going back to town.
Okay, and at the point Danica catches up, you're about to go down that ramp that you guys came up. You get up to the top, throw the rope down. Okay, pulling them up, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, Danica, you've caught up to Clyde.
You can also climb up while I'm holding up.
Sorry, I'm just writing that down. Yeah, so I catch up and I'm like arms full of dirty cloth and go, I found something to cover up your nudity.
Thank you. I take the clothes.
We should wait for our friends.
I need to find a close shop. And I continue to walk.
Do you even try and like wrap anything around you?
Well, as I'm walking, I kind of like dropping a couple as I go, kind of like wrap it around. Clyde doesn't know fashion. So he's just like trying to do that like towel thing, wrap it around like a skirt, bunch it up so it stays on the hip. That'll work. And then he kind of just tosses the other two, or another couple, kind of like a scarf or a...
Vest. Something.
Kind of.
Can I get you to make an intelligence roll? Just a straight intelligence roll.
That's an 11.
An 11. So you're covered up. You know, your bits are covered up. You've got something covering your chest. It feels good to
The
have
bits in your nips.
a little bit of clothing on. Danica, you notice that like the center of his butt still is uncovered, but for the most part, he's covered up.
I'm not gonna say anything because it doesn't bother me.
As he just begins to stroll off.
Danica's like, I assume the front's what bothers people.
I just stay and wait for them.
Okay.
I'm actually going to look. I'm looking for clothes shops in general, but if I can find one that's Minerva's designs in this town, I want to go to it specifically.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that.
No, I'm just saying.
You two at the top of the hole now. What you doing?
Are we near the area where the pile was now? Am I within?
Not overly. You're about halfway there.
Okay.
Because like if you think of it like a hole, Mike, you guys were here, and now you're here, and the pile was over here.
Okay.
Okay.
So we still have to go that
Yeah,
way.
if
We
you
would
want
still
go
have to
towards the pile.
shimmy too,
Okay.
so
Shimmy.
maybe just maybe grab some information off the computers that are we knows in the main room.
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, I might as well now. Anyways, I'll cast detect magic.
Detect magic?
Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I didn't write the stats down on that. So
What's
It's
the
in 30 feet.
it's 30 feet,
30 feet.
and it stays with me. It
For
centers
10
on me
minutes. Yeah.
for 10 minutes. Okay,
So,
so
nothing in that room is going to get picked up.
yeah, but I mean, as we walk around, we might notice something.
Excuse me.
You don't notice anything on your way out.
Okay,
You pop it off and walk around, and nothing goes off.
okay. Well,
As you're almost out, you do get like a slight ping right before the spell fades off, just outside of 30 feet to your right side, off in like what would have been a path at some point in time, and then
Okay.
the spell ends.
is it blocked?
No, it's outside, just
Oh, it's
over there-
outside of the.
over there
Okay.
somewhere, and then your spell stops.
Okay, so at the edge of my 30 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might as well take a 30-foot detour and.
Can I use
See.
my last spell slot just to heal me?
Can I see
Okay.
them? At
Yes,
Come
at
out
this
to the ship?
point they have met up with you,
okay.
and that's when the spell ended.
Okay. Clyde went into town to find clothes.
Okay. Well, there seems to be something magical. Telepathically, I say to both of them, there seems to be something magical in that direction. No more than about 30 paces. Or 20 of yours.
We can go and examine it, but let's try to avoid any confrontations.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. As you begin to go that way, I do need you to make a perception roll
Okay.
to try and find the item.
Standard perception?
Standard
Can
perception.
I assist him?
I'll give him advantage because he has an idea
It's
of
again
where the
minus
item
one.
is from the spell.
So advantage. Okay, that's 17, so 16. And that one's 17. That one's a little bit better.
Okay, so it takes you a little bit. You get over there. It's the minute of like walking around, and as you guys are walking about, you trip on a small little object about this big.
Okay.
And as you bend down to pick it up, you can begin to see like skeleton hands clasped around it, and you can see as the wind is dying down and the sand is clearing up a bit that there's just like a dead body partially buried here,
Ah!
Holding something.
holding a bag, and you see like a little bag on its hip as well.
Can I use Arcana to see if I can kind of figure out what it is, or is that what Arcana does?
You kind of
Sort of.
can.
Somewhat. You won't get everything.
But you might be able to determine if it is magical.
Or what
Yeah.
kind of magic
Well,
it could
he were
be.
so-
Give me an Arcana check.
After
Okay.
he does that for the one in the... Are you doing the one in the hand?
I'm looking at the one on the hand specifically.
I'll look at the one in the pouch. Arcana?
So, 16. Wow, I've rolled a 16, a 17, and 18 in the last.
Yeah.
Not in order, but a plus 9, so 25.
Jeez.
25.
Yeah.
Wow.
So looking at it,
Double
you can
proficiency.
tell it's magical.
Yeah.
You can't tell like schools of magic or what it is specifically,
Okay.
but you can tell that it is a magical item.
It's definitely worth bringing.
It isn't just like the content of it is magical.
Right.
It is
It's
the
the unit
entirety of
itself.
the bag is magical.
Cool.
9.
9. It is not magical. And that's not because you low roll.
Okay.
Rolled low. Bleh.
Roll.
I'm going to... No. I'm gonna open the bag.
Okay. Opening it up, you can see the little chips that denote credits.
Oh.
By a quick count, there's probably enough if you were to split it up amongst the four of you for 250 outer and 100 inner each.
Damn, rich boy.
Wait, hold on. Can you...
So I will
repeat
broadcast
that? If I were to give it to each.
250 outer each, and 100 inner each.
and I will broadcast to these guys what I found. A bag that appears to be magical itself, and there does seem to be contents.
Yes.
Okay, and I asked, should we wait to see what's inside this? I don't know if it's a good idea right now. It could be good, could be bad.
Maybe.
Maybe a rest first?
Yes.
The,
Okay.
Just in
we
case,
have
just in
rested.
case it's like it magically summons a goddamn snake
Or
and-
something, yeah. So I will try to kind of fold it up.
Can we? Is it small enough where we can put it into the bag I have?
Oh yeah. Like
Let's do
it's
that.
it's like this big.
Okay.
Okay,
So
I'll do that. I'll put it-
I take all the credits out and I put them away, and just in case, you never know.
Okay.
And I hand the bag. Oh, do you want to carry it or?
Not particularly.
No. Okay. So I'll hold on to it. I guess that's my job. I got
Nailed it.
gargoyle figures. I got cash we're about to split up, and I got the magical bag within a bag.
Which, to be noted, since none of you even tried to harvest, there were no remnants of gargoyles after that bomb went
I
off.
figured.
Yeah.
We've
We're gonna
just
have to try and
assumed. I
be
oh,
honest.
I mentioned.
Just bring
By the way,
cows to
Oisin,
Blossom.
Oisin's my name. Why did I say that? Zanner, I had a wonderful idea. What if we just you read our minds, get the memories, and then when we go to see Talus, you
Can I transmit
Project-
memories and images? Or does it have to be a direct language?
No,
So,
you can't.
We'll have to
transfer
rely
memory.
on physical.
Because
Well-
we had this discussion with Clyde's dreams.
Yeah.
that
I
you
couldn't
can't
read them.
transfer.
We should
things
just
like
be
that.
Because it
honest
wasn't
with
a language per
General
se.
Talus.
Oh,
He
are we
seems-
still close enough? Because the wind's died down. Are we close enough to see the ship?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see
So-
most of it. Like, it's still a little faded. You can't see certain portions, but you can probably see.
Can I see the explosion bit?
No, that was on the other side of the ship.
I will
This side of the ship would be where the pile was.
I will relay to him that I don't have that ability, but I can prestidigitate however many images I need to convey what happened, show how many that were destroyed, the moment they were destroyed, the ones that I witnessed myself.
He seems
Okay.
to be a very respectable
Yeah,
individual.
like
I am
once he
sure he will
sees-
believe us.
And you can, and you certainly have tinkering capabilities. You could, I'm sure, do some visual artistry yourself to show him.
I
I think he'll believe us if
Build little action figures.
we're
at
earnest
you.
about it, and he
I'm-
sees the shape our friend is in.
is there a rock nearby?
There are lots of rocks nearby.
Do
Is
like
there
a little
big ones?
carving.
Big, no. There are still chunks of like the gargoyles that you guys initially killed
Yeah,
out
the
here.
first three. Yeah.
But
I don't know, do we have like a piece of wing?
yeah, I would say there'd probably be
Like,
a couple pieces of wind.
Tell me when to stop.
Like a 2x1, like
Okay.
2 foot by 1
So
foot.
I use magical tinkering to cause the image of the ship onto the wing.
Okay.
Just as like we were here, check it out. If you don't believe us,
Alright.
there's a bomb went off.
And
Did that make any noise?
when it went off, yes.
So people will probably be
Maybe.
noticing it.
I mean, there's a constant windstorm around
True.
the city. So
And it happened during the
maybe
windstorm. Maybe if it was calm. Maybe.
Well, I say we just head back.
Well, I personally
Hey,
witnessed.
buddy.
I witnessed the one that he killed, the two that he killed, and the one that I killed.
That would be an
And
excellent memory.
Big guy.
I didn't see the explosion, but I could show the aftermath of
Might
him
be too.
being stuck and molten.
No, because I shot
So,
the big guy and it
You know,
killed
he'll
two.
probably believe
So
that
I
there was
think
an
we're up to
explosion
around-
that destroyed the remains,
It
which is
killed
why
one
we
by
can't
stomping it to death.
Yes.
show trophies.
Yeah.
So we'll
There
try
was six
that.
in there.
If he
Two
says
that
no,
pierced.
we'll beat the crap out of him. And no, we won't. We just said, well, that's the last we
kept
ever worked for
killing
you,
those.
buddy.
You tried
So-
again.
Well, I know for like we know collectively there were the 3 and then the 6.
Yeah.
So 9 total.
So
Yeah.
8 small, 1
And we all have the same story, basically, what we witnessed of it.
And I have 5. I have five right hands from the outside bit.
5?
3.
3.
3. Oh,
Yeah,
right.
the 3 thumbs from the outside.
3 thumbs.
Thumb and forefinger, yeah.
So the 3 of you is now making your way back to town as well?
5.
Yeah.
Pretty swift.
We'll
Yeah.
follow it,
Yes.
yeah. It should be pretty easy to see his footprints unless it's too windy.
This area doesn't have like sand or mud or
Per
anything.
se, okay.
There is the path that you guys walked to get here that you can follow back.
Which is, you saw him follow it? Okay, so we'll.
Clyde, as you are walking, there's that moment you're close enough to the city and you can start to see the purple glows of the net cage that surrounds the city. You can see them in the distance, and then you stop and you don't feel that tired or that terror that you have been feeling. And you begin to walk and you feel calm. And there's like a moment of zen as you are walking towards the city. And you walk in and there's all the guards that you were walking past on the way out, and the one that you were bugging is just standing there like, hi, you,
Clyde,
have a good day, we're your friends,
hopefully not dead.
hopefully, safe travels.
Bunch of gargoyles are dead though.
That's good. He just like takes a step back and bends over and starts breathing really heavily, and you see one of the other air croakers just looks at you and is like, no recruit, won't break 'em soon.
I'm
And
glad we
starts
did
on
your job for you. And walk past them without getting a response. Just walk past.
And you were looking for
Minerva's designs, or just a clothing
a
shop.
clothing shop of some fashion. As you walk along, there aren't a whole lot of shops initially, and then when you start getting closer to like the market district, there are clothing shops, but none fitting that title.
Okay, I'll just walk into something that looks like maybe it'll have clothes that I can fit, or they can tailor something to fit.
Okay.
Are there any big and tall stores?
The first store you walk into, you're greeted by an Aarakocra who has cut wings, like they've been cut in half, and he's just, good day, hello, and he like bends over and he's got like this big, stupid looking hat on, and like little feathers peeking out of it, and like a long gaudy robe on.
I
gold
turn around and go to the
silver.
next one. I'm not dealing with you, and I walk out. I go to the next one.
Okay.
Holy shit! I don't think Clyde could handle that right now.
You walk down a little bit more, and there's a smaller store, like almost like half as wide as the last one. You walk in, it's very cramped, like shoulder to shoulder, and there's like this older lady, Aarakocra, walking around. She's like, "Oh, good day, dearie. How's it going?"
Okay, this is better and more my speed. You know, the guy down the road, he looks like a prick.
That's my grandson.
And she just like adjusts her glasses on the end of her beak, and still can't see, so she has to take them off and put on a bigger pair that make her eyes look like twice as big as they actually are.
Clyde jumps back a little bit like,
Ah, gray fellow. Okay, follow me.
I haven't even told you what I wanted yet.
And with clothes, I assume. Taylor.
Yeah.
Follow me. And she takes you back a little further, where it's not as crowded, and it's just dresses.
Oh.
She goes, don't worry, we're used to your type. Come on, come on.
Wait a minute, what's that supposed to mean?
The tall people. And she pulls you a little closer. And she's like, maybe nip height to you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, like crunched over how she is.
Mm-hmm.
As you proceed into the back, it's like nice suits.
Oh, I can live with this.
Like,
This is gonna be expensive though, isn't it?
It's an accent to die.
well, a little, dear. Don't you worry, though. And she starts to like
let's play the fucking homeless kid.
Oh, accent.
pulls out a measuring device and begins to
first one.
measure different sides of you,
Yeah,
and like
normal
goes
high
over to a little
accent on the
console
second.
and starts typing it in.
Time out. What happened to my horn? Do I still have it? I would assume if it didn't.
Your horn was unscathed.
Oh, thank God.
But it's not on you.
Oh no, it would have been on me because it would have been strapped around me because I didn't use it in the fight.
No, you just.
I would have been
gargle
real
against each
upset.
other.
I would have been real upset if that thing was melted into my back. It's
Well,
like,
it
well, it's
should-
there.
Shouldn't be dragon bone.
Don't roll for that.
I want you to roll a 20.
Oh,
As she is measuring
I
you,
shouldn't have said anything.
as she is measuring you and typing stuff into this console, what'd you get?
4.
So as you stand there, you're feeling kind of like happy. You're gonna get a nice set of clothes. It's just like, yeah. And you feel light for a moment, and you realize you don't have your horn on you. It's still at the ship. It might still be in the hole.
Motherfucker!
Jaws. Did you change your minds, dear?
No, sorry. Or it just was. I left a family heirloom behind.
Oh, I do that all the time, dearie. Just go get it. The suit will be ready in about 40 minutes.
Fuck, you're quick.
Well, automatic system. And you can't see anything, but you can hear like a whirling sound from underneath you.
How much is this gonna cost?
About 200 inner credits, please.
I have it.
Expensive.
I have it. That's the main thing.
Which is inner is gold or silver?
Gold.
So, you. Are you going back for your horn?
Oh, Clyde, that moment of zen that he had, it's gone. He's tearing up. I forgot my headset was there. He keeps, the pants, but he just tears what he had as chest coverings, and he gets down to that pricky looking shop, opens the door, and here's some rags, and I fucking throw it in there. Hopefully hits him, just kind of hits him in the face. And I stomp. Like, you can hear me, like, crushing gravel as I'm walking back out of the city.
Which is extra impressive as it's paved roads.
I didn't know that.
No, I know.
It's now gravel road.
Just walking, creating gravel roads behind you.
That's
Fuck your streets!
That's some sort of angry.
As you guys are all getting back in, you can see the one Aarakocra is just like bent over, vomiting, and there's another one like patting him on the back, like, it's okay. You'll be fine. Just deal with your problems, get over your shit, and get back in line before you get punished. And you all are walking by, and you just hear like a thumping as Clyde's now beadlining towards you.
And visibly pissed off. Like, very, like, furrowed brow, very, like, if he could turn red right now, he would be beat red.
I'm gonna put up my hand to stop.
Are you
Clyde,
mad
like,
because you
whoa.
are naked?
I'm gonna put up my hand to stop Clyde, like, hey, whoa. And if he keeps walking, I'm gonna walk with him and just be like, what's wrong? What's the matter?
I take his arm, and I twist, and leave me the fuck alone.
I'm not, like, physically
And I,
stopped.
like-
I'm walking beside you.
Well, you said you put your arm out.
I put my arm around
Not
initially,
like
and if you
to
just
stop you, like,
walk-
hey.
and if you walked
Just to grab
away, I
attention.
was gonna like
Oh, okay.
walk beside you, like, what's the matter?
I mean, I just go, just leave me alone. And I just continue to go.
Okay.
Unintentionally ignoring you because I just didn't hear it.
She hears that and she's like, I think I'm going to go to the ship and sleep.
I'm gonna follow him.
Yeah, we might as well all go together.
I am not. He said leave him alone. Dandy is
So you-
not following.
Are you two staying on his tail, or are you like giving him a little bit of space?
I'll give him 35 feet because I know in one round he can't go 35. I know he can't go 35.
I will take a shot at telepathically trying to calm him down, not using persuasion or anything, just say, "Hey, buddy, we're with you. Calm down."
Get out of my head. I'm tired of people being in my head. Is there any way I can, like, mentally block him out?
You just don't talk to me.
Just scream.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to hear it. Yeah, just mentally. "Ah."
Not without something to block him out. There are devices you could
Mhm.
have to block him out.
I can just say,
Well, I'm not going to press the issue if he doesn't want to talk to me.
I just say,
He
I
just like started screaming.
Aluminum foil TP hat.
I said, leave me alone. It would be nice if somebody would fucking listen to me for once. Just because I sound stupid doesn't mean I am. Now leave me alone. And that'll be it.
Okay. So as you proceed forward, you two still following?
Well, we're going to rest in the ship, so we can't just rest out here nowhere. Well, I guess we could go to town and let him deal.
I'm already gone. You guys followed him. I headed to the ship.
I look.
Oh,
I turn,
our ship.
Yeah.
yeah,
oh,
I
okay,
turn to
yeah.
Zanner and go.
Let's let him. Yeah,
Um,
he wants to go to his own. Let's let him
You
go.
go. I'll stay behind. I'll.
Actually, I
track-
can't, can I? I'm charged with.
That's
watching
up to
him.
you.
Yeah, I can't let him go. I have to follow.
Yeah. That's your
Okay,
pre-
then
Basically my job.
Then we're not going to do any more. Oh, we're here to help you.
Yeah,
We're gonna trail him behind,
yeah.
hidden.
Keep him in vision, but
You guys
Yeah.
are going to try and be hidden from him?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, just stay well back.
I am.
You are?
I just keep him in line of sight.
Okay. I'm going to need you to roll a stealth
Because
against
he
his
knows.
passive.
Yeah, he knows he's there. He doesn't know I'm there.
as far as you
So-
know.
True. Ten.
And your passive is
It's
high.
12.
Yeah. So you think you're hidden.
Sneak, snap.
Like you're like 10 feet behind Zanner. You think he can't see you. Distance. There's a little bit of windstorm still going on. You're okay, but you know there are two people behind you. You get to the ship.
Well, he knows I'm there. He'll
Yeah.
probably hear me.
You get back to the ship, and there's that steep incline you gotta go up to get back into the ship.
I got nothing for that.
Can he hear us?
Behind
Is
him?
that- I know you're all independent and everything right now, but could you use a little bit of help? This rope, for example?
I just don't listen, and I try to.
I am not doing
Well-
this psychically. This is.
No,
yelling
I
that
still
out.
don't say anything. No.
Okay.
I try and how I kind of like warrior ninja'd it out of that hole. I'm gonna do the same thing to this.
Okay. Athletics.
9.
9. You make it about halfway up and you start sliding back. You're still like full sprint running, but you're sliding back down it. I'll let you try again, bud.
Like half his
That's
ass
better.
taken.
It's 22.
22. You sprint back up and you get to the top and it's just, ugh.
And then I walk to where I can't no more.
Okay, you get to the little table that had the person designed in,
How much
And
of that is left?
like from the ankles down.
Is it really like visibly broken? Like
It's
re-
melted. It's gone.
No, I mean like the pieces that are left. Was it like kind of, or is it like still in pretty good condition? Besides the parts that are melted away.
It's all right.
Never mind.
But you can see like where you were burnt into the wall or cast into the wall. You can see like glimpses of your horn inside that.
Motherfucker. Well, I slide down to get to there, and I see what the hell I can do to get it out of cold metal.
It's not like fully stuck. It's like halfway in, so it's just a little bit of wiggling, and you can get it out.
Oh, well, okay. That's
Okay.
what I do.
You get it out of there, and you're just standing there for a moment. And now that the metal's cooled down, you can hear like the ship creaking. You can hear that engine that's still firing, making its whirling sound. The wind outside, and it's just oddly calm for a moment. You two, I assume, going up as well.
Yeah, although I'm gonna. Yeah, I just want to be in the same area as him. I'm not gonna rush to his side.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
I'm-
grab any info I can off those computers.
So
I don't care if I can't read
I'm
them.
not going to make you two roll because you can climb this pretty easily. You did it last time.
Yep.
And then
And-
leave a rope for me to.
Yeah, a rope for Zanner to get up. You get to the computers. These consoles on this side are not functioning, probably from the explosion. But you can see the consoles in the room with all the little skeletons. Look, all the skeletons. You can see some of those consoles are still firing.
On the ones that aren't functioning, there's not even like data drives or
No.
no. So I head into the skeleton room.
Okay, that's on the other side of
Oh.
the big hole.
Whoa, right. So I just head towards the working computers.
Okay, again, it's on the other side of the big hole. So you're gonna have to go
Yeah.
in and then back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you slide down to get up, I need you to do an athletics to start climbing up.
Way better. Athletics, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. 15.
15. You get up. It takes you a little bit of time. Clyde has gotten the horn out and is just standing there for a moment. As you get to the top, there are a good 8 to 10 skeletons here. It's kind of hard to tell because some of them are
How
damaged now.
big are the?
Roughly Clyde's size. But you can see on 7 of them that are here, they've got a single shot through the head, like a clear shot through the skull, and then there's one just in a chair, just sitting. The rest are on the ground.
Okay. I walk over to see if there's any info drives.
There are a couple. None that you could read off of any of the computers in here, but you can definitely pull the drives and bring them back to somewhere else.
I'm just gonna grab like spare electronics I can just carry.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Nat 20 plus 3, so 23.
You get a couple, like old world, computer bits, motherboards, which, as technology progressed, they're like this big, very simple. You get the drives, you get a couple screens and various other processing units, and it ends up filling the bag you normally carry, and then you don't really find anything of use. Everything else is either worn out or too out of date for you to use.
Okay. I assume I can be in like a doorway and see Clyde.
There's no doorway. It's just like half the room has
Okay.
been melted off.
But
and you
can I see Clyde?
What is Clyde doing at this point?
He sits down with the horn and he listens to the howling wind and he tries to match the horn to the wind.
Give me a performance roll.
Where is it? So I'm adding. 6.
6.
Boy howdy, I'm glad I'm wasting these rolls on nothing.
You start to try and play, and it's a little hard. You can't get the air through. And then you take a moment, and you look, and there's like metal in the mouthpiece. And you
Pull
just
it
start
out.
like plucking away at it, just to try and get it out. Danica, what are you doing as you get back to the ship? It's like sections of it are being taken off, and things are being put on. And you can see the sections that have been taken off are being reshaped.
If I come across Desmond, I'd probably just kind of fill him in on what happened.
He's there. He's got like a foldable lawn chair just on the back ramp, and it's just like sitting in it with like what looks like a yellow fluid with like a little umbrella in it, and it's just like
Lemonade.
If you like pina colada.
and you see Amy's like going through paperwork.
So I just kind of give a general. The others are.
Dogs are freaking out.
They're having quite the fun bit up there. I lost my words. Like so many thoughts going through my head. So I just kind of fill them in quickly. Just the others are, I believe, at the location where we fought the gargoyles. I am tired. I am going to sleep.
And Desmond looks to you, and gives like a little nod, and Amy turns and goes, Danica, you are a star, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And she begins to like write that down on a physical piece of paper.
Did you need any other information?
Just curious.
Okay. I know it is not night, but good night. And I find Slappy the bird and I make him sleep with me in my hammock.
Slappy is like inside a little inside the crate, just like he's moved things around, but it's not like a cup nest. He's made it almost as like a tiered thing, so that he can walk up to like different levels.
He like hamster caged it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I fish him out of there and I just lay in my hammock and I just put him with me.
He like settles down, sort of like furls his feathers for a moment, and then just passes out under his wings.
I sleep here. And that's it. I just fall asleep. I'm
Fall
aiming for a
asleep.
long rest.
Okay. You three on the ship, what are you doing?
Clyde's sticking out the mouthpiece. I'm like, Clyde.
I like,
Annoyingly be like, damn it.
I'm picking it out and just. You don't really know how to fucking listen, do you?
Well, no, I was just coming here for different reasons. A lot of these skeletons are the same height as you. Was there anything on here that you were able to read?
I like, annoyingly, like, throw. Again. Not throw, but like, you can tell that I'm like, annoyed putting the horn down. I could read a fucking screen. It was in giant. What does it matter?
Just wanted the context. Do you want me to get that out, or?
Can I see him from where I am?
Who?
I followed. I didn't want to go into the hole, but can I peek around and kind of see him? From
It was a.
I know I can see him, but
Yeah,
can
no,
I,
he's at the
he's
top
in the
of-
hole.
Yeah, I'm in the hole.
Wait,
oh, you're
I
down
think-
the bottom part.
yeah.
Okay,
Think of
that's-
it like a
all right,
big
all right.
bowl that now has rooms halfway
I
up.
thought he left it in the first room,
No, I left
so
it.
I can see him then.
Because he got
Yes.
sucked in
Yeah.
with the explosion,
Yeah.
and then as it was pushing out, he melted into the side of the
Okay.
bowl.
Yeah.
I
All
just,
right.
I just say.
So he left with his horn, but when he fell down,
Yeah.
He left it in that hole.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The hole in the hole.
All right. So, and I'm like, well, the matter is, you want to get home, don't you?
I don't think a clothing vessel is going to help me do that.
Well,
That's
it might.
all it is.
Well,
These data drives might very well tell us where your planet is,
Well,
so we can get you home.
you find me a computer that can, or whatever, that can make me read it, then sure, I'll fucking read it. But for now, I would love it if I could just be alone.
Alright. And I have a terminal on the ship, so no rush. I'm gonna quickly combine my rope with a piton just to make a rope dart so I can just throw it in.
Okay.
Just so I don't have to slide down, climb back up anymore.
All right. So as you do that and you get back out, are you leaving the rope so Clyde can get out?
Yes, and I just say, I'm leaving the rope. Please collect down your way out.
And you two make your way out. I assume you're going with him.
Yeah. Clyde wants to be left alone. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
It's relatively safe in the ship. From what
As
we can
best
tell.
you can tell right
The
now,
best we
yes.
can tell, yeah.
Are you two returning to town?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
We're going. Well,
straight
I'm.
to
Well,
the
I'm.
ship.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
have myself a nap.
And Clyde, and you sit there picking away at the metal for a bit. There's that hum, and you have that feeling of like you're forgetting something. You don't know what. You're definitely forgetting something. You just can't place it. And you go over everything that you should still have. You have your horn. You have your shoes. Everything else is melted. What are you forgetting? And you just can't place it.
How much of the metal have I got now?
Probably 3/4 of it.
I attempt one more time to match, kind of like match the wind, and like kind of lower it into like how is it a high hum or a low hum?
It's more like a mild whistle.
I can't imitate that really.
You could hit the same range. You couldn't hit the same note.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try and do a low sound of the wind, and then an even lower like hum.
Okay. Give me performance.
Hey, 19.
19. You match it for a couple seconds and change pitch, and you're sitting there trying, and
Does this help me remember?
it doesn't help you remember anything beyond what you already know.
While I'm playing, I think back to life at home. You know, it was simpler, mopping floors, sweeping up dust, carving horns with Dad. A tear goes down my eye, and I just mutter, I don't want to be in this area anymore. Just want to be home. Nobody understands that. And then I try and climb the rope, and I want to investigate that room that they investigated. The skeletal room.
I won't make you roll for it. And you climb up, and you...
I don't forget my horn.
Yes. You haven't forgotten the horn.
Like, I get up the rope, and I go, okay.
Definitely partially naked. The leather strap across your chest is a little hard to forget. As you
Yeah.
climb up, you can see there is 7, 8 bodies here.
And I investigate, and I would find the ones that have the holes in them.
So the skulls of them have a clean hole through both sides.
And then there's one in the chair.
Yeah, that looks...
I want to investigate that one.
Okay, give it a roll.
Holy Hannah. Like, hate myself. 6.
6. It doesn't seem to have any damage to it.
So, like, no bullet holes or
No.
anything like that?
Nothing like that. Like, these are skeletons, but, like, there's still, like, little bits of flesh.
So they're
on
not...
them.
They're old, obviously.
Yes.
Or picked clean by the gargoyles,
Well, if
because
the
we know that they were in and out.
You don't know that they were in and out of this room. But if they were picked clean, it wouldn't have been by the gargoyles. Because from what you've seen in the area, their bodies would be everywhere. Not still mostly intact.
Is the one in the chair wearing any, like, identifying clothing, like something that would stand out.
Give me another investigation.
Not much better. 10.
10. There's a small piece of metal you see on the hip, like on the pelvic bone. And as you pick it up, it's like a little pin, like a little lapel pin, and it's just got the same logo and a little number at the bottom. The number is 0727, but it's no bigger than your thumbnail.
Well, I would put it in my pocket, but I don't have any right now. So I just kind of like hold on to it a little bit tighter.
You could probably pin it to
The
your
leather.
horn
Oh,
strap.
perfect. Do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I cracked my knuckle there. Did not mean to do that.
Thank you for reminding me.
Some good cracks.
I just have in the back of my mind of like 8 bodies, 7 of them were shot. I wonder why that is. It makes me feel like it wasn't the gargoyles that brought this ship down. This is suspicious. And I turn around and I proceed to leave the ship.
Returning back to town.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to the shop, that clothing shop.
Okay.
I stayed near the entrance, so if I just see him, does
You
he have
see-
my rope?
From where you could station yourself to look down the hallway and the rooms and see him climb up the other side, look at all the things, put something on his horn, climb back down, and climb up, and is walking towards you. Do you remember the rope? And just walks past you.
I go and grab the rope.
Yeah, that was to let everybody know. I added a little bit of flavor to my character. He, under his constitution, he has also an attention span save of 12. If I roll under it, he either loses his interest in whatever he's doing, or he forgets things, as shown there. I rolled a 7.
Okay. Are you you're returning to the shop?
Yes.
You collect your rope. Are you returning to the ship now?
Yes.
Okay. And it takes you a bit. It's easy to navigate, but as you start to get to town, you're probably a good 40, 50 feet away, and you can feel the wind start to pick up again. It's almost unbearable to walk in as you get across into the town. And as you cross over, they're just like, well, it's a good thing you two made it back in time. And you see the gate of it, if you will, begin to close.
Almost had to spend the night at the outside ship.
You two return to the ship. B's doing.
I'm going to just quickly put the info drives I have on the same desk as my terminal.
Okay.
Plug them in and just go to bed.
Okay. Zanner.
And I just went directly to bed.
Okay. Clyde, you return to the shop, and the lady's standing there. She's like got it all pressed out on a large table,
Wow.
and is like trying to match colors nicely. And it's like, I think his eyes were like a deep auburn. So maybe no, this color doesn't work. Maybe this one. No, that doesn't work. And she throws it to the side. Black. And as she goes to turn to grab something else, she sees you. Welcome back, young gentleman. Come on. Let's see if it fits. And she points towards the full tuxedo laid out in front of you. Shoes, everything.
I
Like a tuxedo.
Yes.
Damn.
Wait, does it have a tailcoat?
No.
Damn.
wow. I didn't expect a that.
What would you expect?
Well,
I am a very respected owner of a wedding shop, of course. You'd get a full tuxedo.
I think.
would I have surmised that there were suits and tuxedos?
You weren't looking. You just wanted clothes.
Wonder it was so much money.
I don't really.
You
I'm not getting married.
Well, I never said you had to get married, but it is a tux. Come on, try it on.
James Bond.
This is my
Clyde
favorite
Bond.
part.
Name's Horncarver.
Is she
So-
watching her?
No, she's just
Okay.
waiting for him to take it.
Okay, so I just. You want me to try? I drop trowel.
She very modestly turns around.
It's
Begins
all
looking
glasses.
through small.
Oh.
Begins looking through like different little fabric swatches. Waits until she thinks you're fully dressed to turn back around.
I'm like, as she turns around, I'm like, doing the one hop, trying to get the pant leg on because you like my toe got stuck in. You know how your foot flattens out.
She just goes back to looking through colors.
I notice her turn around and just go, "What? You never seen a naked Goliath before?" And I like hop to get that last little bit of leg in.
It's just respect, dearie. Come on. Tell me when you're dressed.
All I can hear in my head is the Chamberlain when he's.
Anyways,
Okay, and I have it like half-ass tucked in, like one side's kind of flopped out, and the bow, is it a bow tie or is it a tie?
right now it's the pants,
Bolo
socks,
tie.
shoes, undershirt, the what is the thing?
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch.
Cumberbun.
Cummerbund. Thank you.
Cumberbatch is an actor. Whoops.
Wow.
The cummerbund,
Frustrated.
It's
the
a full-on suit.
the vest, the coat,
Cufflinks?
everything. And as you have that all on, she comes up and helps you like fix it all and is like, dearie, appearance is half of your life. You gotta make sure you strike respect and fear. And she like puts on little cufflings onto you, and they're like little skulls on your side.
As she's very concentrated in this, right?
Yes.
I just, boom.
She doesn't flinch, and she just like looks up at you.
I gotta
and
work on the fear
adjusts
thing.
her glasses and puts a little handkerchief in your pocket, wraps a tie around you, and ties it up. And you turn and look, and you are in a very nice, snazzy suit. And goes,
What color is it?
it is like a deep purple, but as like you move, it like shimmers into black slightly, and it's very soft fabric.
What color's the tie and what's the metal of the cufflinks?
Black, and the metal looks like probably some sort of silver, with like hints of gold in the detailing.
So what? I have just a quick side question while he's writing that down. What does his horn sound like? Like what kind of instrument? Just basic, just horn,
Like a battle horn.
battle horn.
Like, you know, Kenzie's let's.
Sound
No.
the horn of Gondor.
Not like that, but I would assume like the Horn of Gondor does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Would it be possible to just put in some form, just add stuff so it sounds like a sax? Cause
That would be something you take a lot of tinkering with. But yeah, it's a nice suit, very snazzy.
You said skull cufflinks?
Yep. The dress shirt that's underneath everything is like a deep gray. It's also very soft. You've never felt a fabric like this.
Mambo number 11.
Let me just. Ooh.
And she's holding the shoes and it's just like, do you want these too, dear?
I look down. How do the boots go with the ensemble?
They clash.
It's green. The boots are green.
Oh, it does not look good.
I take the boots off and can I use these as collateral for the suit?
Oh, you dick.
She picks them up and goes,
staring you.
these aren't really our motif around here.
Yeah, I found them on a Kenku.
Are you a little short on cash, dearie?
I kind of like. Oh no, I have it. I just,
Trying to save some money.
yeah, a little bit.
How about we say 150 and you do some chores for me?
What are the chores?
I can't dust anything above 5 feet.
I kind of look around.
That's like half the shop.
150, you say?
Yeah.
Deal.
She just like takes your hand very gingerly and shakes it, and you proceed to dust the shop. And she's watching you to make sure you dust it. And anytime you look like your tension is starting to fade and you're like at like a very nice bridal gown, you just start staring at it and she's like, "Dearie, the dusting," and you start dusting again. And by the time you're done, it's been a good like 2.5 hours. What do you do?
How does this look? Is it better?
If I wasn't a married woman, I would be chasing you out this door into the closest dock for a nice vacation.
Gooey.
Oh wow.
Get out of my store before I consider it.
Oh wow. Well, thank you for the suit and your hospitality. That was more than I've gotten in a while, so thank you. That was nice.
And she smiles as you leave and goes about her business. You're
Maybe
returning
yes.
to the ship.
Yes.
Maybe ask for
In this full.
As you approach, Desmond is just like passed out in a chair, like drink half spilled on himself.
But does he have more drink left? Or is it all like on him? Like is the
Like
cup empty?
the cup is mostly full, but it's like leaning against him and starting to spill out.
I gently take his hand, take the drink, and I just. How big's the cup?
It's like a 6-7 inch cup.
I just down the rest of it.
Okay. It does burn a little bit as it goes in.
I just.
You feel the alcohol in it.
I need to get another one of those.
Amy looks towards you and goes, "In the captain's quarters there are plenty."
I have access to the captain's quarters? Also, how do you like the suit?
Looks very nice, Clyde. And I can guarantee Desmond left the door unlocked.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have myself a little nightcap before I go to bed.
Hey,
Do you need any help with anything before I?
Can I get a little
No.
bit of?
They've got it. And it looks, and there's like 4 arrow croakers sort of just like flying and like cutting sections of metal.
Okay, well, what are they doing?
Upgrades. And as you begin to walk by, you can see like what looks like a cannon, like from your world cannon, but slightly modified, is on her like little bench that she has.
This big ass cannon. A little bitty desk.
Well, it's like
Desk.
It's like a desk, and the cannon's probably like 2 inches shorter than the desk's entirety.
Where did you get that?
I acquired it in town.
Where? Because I would recognize it. It's from like.
It looked very
Very similar.
familiar.
Yeah.
Like it's got that old twisted metal appearance. No, and then it's just got like some things tacked onto it to make it look a little more new agey. She says, "I do not recall the store name, but if it comes to me before we leave, I will tell you."
Okay, it just reminds me a little bit of home, and I would like to know how they came about acquiring it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go probably drink my face off a little bit.
Okay. You go and get a drink, and a couple drinks in, you start to feel a little warm, and you fall asleep.
On Desmond's desk. I didn't make it to bed. I'm still full suit, not unbuttoned or anything, so I look very suave, but just sprawled out on the desk.
Oh, just
Yeah.
So, as you fall asleep, you begin to have the dream of when you and your dad went out.
Oh, okay.
When you were quite young and you slayed your first dragon. And you remember as you cut the horn off, your dad being like, "My boy, you've cut down an elder dragon. Good for you." To be fair, it probably wasn't.
ancient.
But your son, or your dad, is just applauding you the entire time. You know, you're watching this memory as you begin to carve it, and he has a fire going, and he's telling you grandiose stories of his life and whatnot. And the next day you begin to venture home, and you wake up fully rested, very calm,
Apparently the trick is alcohol.
no nightmare. But that's where we're going to take a break.
Wow. Sounds good to me. I just gotta find my mouse. There it is. Alright, guys. We'll see you back here in half an hour. back.
Hola.
Ooh. So,
Husa.
party. Nice little long rest aboard the ship, which is not the most well rested. Like, if you're aiming for 8, it's taking you 9 because they are people working on the ship right now.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fair.
It takes a little bit longer for you all. As the three of you wake up in your respective beds, there is a moment of quiet as it is starting to become nighttime where yous are.
Shit, we took a nap in the middle of the day.
We were all pretty beat up.
Yeah, with all the back and forth, unfortunately. So, what are yous doing? You three doing? Clyde came in a little late, so we're just gonna let him be for a moment.
I'm going to head over to my terminal, get everything just set up and ready for Clyde to read.
Okay.
So I just plug in my gauntlet and open up the appropriate files.
Okay, there are 9 files available. 7 of them you can't read. 2 of them you can.
Okay, here, hold on. 2. Sorry.
Did
I
we
write
distribute the money?
I have not yet.
Okay.
You still know there's money. You just heard a shing, and then I closed it, then I dumped it into my pocket. You said 7 I couldn't?
But 2 of them you can read.
Okay.
They are in English.
I just wanted to quickly write that down. Okay, what does file number 1 say?
File number 1 is dated 70 years ago. It is the purchasing and manufacturing document and ownership to one Thomas Ironwoods.
Okay.
And the second one is ownership changing to, and then it's a name that you can't read that looks similar in language to the other ones. The amount that it was bought for, where it was bought for 600,000 inner credits.
I just put 600k.
It was purchased / sold in the Nikari system.
How would you spell Nikari?
Nakria.
N-A-K-R.
Yep.
Okay.
But they are just, and looking at the date between the 2 documents, it's about 30 years.
Okay.
And then the next one, you can't read any of it.
Wait, so which one was
So that was
file
the first.
2?
File 2 was the selling of the ship and changing of hands and how much it was bought for.
Okay. And number 1 was just the...
initial purchasing and manufacturing of the ship.
Okay. So 70, 70 years ago was the actual physical purchase from Thomas Ironwood.
Yep.
And then how many years ago was the transaction?
40. From current birth date.
Okay, so 40 years ago, purchase transfer. That's it. That's all I wanted.
Okay, Zanner.
I'm gonna look for him and her. I go let Clyde
Well,
rest.
you would see me probably if you're like just waking up because I was sleeping in the hammock and we share the same sleeping space.
Yeah,
And
I'm independent.
I told everybody already, but let's see what's in that bag I found.
As you would have to find me.
Yeah, that's why we're looking for you.
And you can just see me on my terminal.
Okay.
Just plugged in, typing away.
Okay.
And I'll ask Desmond, is he coming with us or?
Waking, or as you were starting to function and walking around, there are chunks of the ship missing. You can see Desmond down in the loading dock shock still, like sitting in the chair, and he's starting to sit up, and he looks a little worse for wear, and he's got like sunglasses on. Fury comes
Hangover.
over with a cup, hands it to him, and walks away.
He's his
Nobody's
hangover.
on.
Yeah. Did Slappy spend the night with me, or did he wander off at some point?
At some point, he wandered off. You're
Okay.
not sure why.
Does Spirit come towards me? Or-
No, she seems to beeline from the door.
to a vent?
Well, from the door that leads to this room, hands the cup to Desmond, and then just turns around and goes right back.
At no point is she in earshot?
No,
Damn.
and it doesn't seem like she even cares to go near. It's just it.
She
If
does
you were
her
to
thing.
judge her by her current action, it would probably got to give this to Desmond, and then I could get back to what I was doing.
Okay.
You know.
So, you'll find me in the engine room.
Well,
I tell
the
Desmond
two of us
to
do.
about
Clyde
what
was
we
passed
found.
out in the captain's quarters.
He doesn't respond to you. He just gives you like a thumbs up and just.
Well, basically, what I was
Drinks.
asking for is there like a
What's in the
safe
cup?
area? Is there an area that's walled in, kind of? So if we do open something, you know, like a testing area, like some type of a research box, like you would.
In case it blows up,
Yes, in case something destructive
just-
comes out
he
of
stands
that.
up and goes, "Did you bring a bomb on my ship?"
I don't know.
Okay.
I brought a magic bag with something in it. If you prefer, we open it off ship. We can do that.
Just open it up right here. At least then, if it blows up, it's just the cargo.
Okay.
There's nothing in here.
I'm in the engine room. So
Oh, you're in the engine room, so we gotta find
He
him.
walks like 40 feet out of the ship and just like puts his chair down there, looking at the ship.
My baby.
All right, so I'll go and get the bag from him. You
Okay.
come
If he gives it.
if you want.
Yeah, I'll follow.
I'm just at my terminal.
Are you interested in seeing what's in that bag?
Yep. And I pull it out and I'm like, can I have the honors? I carried it around.
Desmond requested we open it in the cargo bay.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna open it in his office just in case it was a bomb.
I believe that is why he requested the cargo bay.
Right. Okay. So I go to the cargo, like the middle as I can.
Yep. So as you get there and you open up the bag, you got the money, and then inside that bag is the bag that's magical.
I grab the magical
You
bag,
open
close
it
the
up.
money bag, and put it back.
You open it up,
I open up the magic bag.
and as you look inside, you can see it's like half full of some sort of dust, some sort of powder.
Can I try and identify it?
Sure.
What would I roll?
Ooh,
Well, we already
arcane.
determined it wasn't magical.
It-
The
no,
bag
that-
is what's magical.
Elbows.
The whole thing is
The whole
magical.
thing is magical.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would I roll?
We did an hour for tomorrow.
Maybe I
right?
should do the Arcana check and you help me. What's your Arcana?
break me like a
Plus 3, but
Mine's
And we
plus
rolled for
9.
10,
I
right?
just want to
Yes.
general. It's a powder, I'm sure.
Okay.
No, right.
Well, if you fail, I can.
How
try
about
to
you
identify
roll
it.
for Arcana to check if it's magical, and I roll like what? Investigation to identify it.
Sure.
Okay.
So you're checking if it's magical. I'm seeing what the hell it is.
You already know it's magical.
And while they're doing that, Danica, what are you doing? Just standing
22.
there watching?
Is Slappy's nest in the cargo bay?
No, it was left in the dining area,
Oh, okay.
like the mess hall.
Then I'm just guess I'm kind of standing around and watching them check these things out. Like,
Okay.
I got a 22.
I got
on Arcana.
14.
Okay, so that's the item.
ooh.
As I'm just. So I, with that 14, I know it's the death of cheese. So
I'll give it to you, yeah.
yeah, okay. So I'm just like, interesting.
Yeah, I definitely don't mind.
Keeping this away from Danica and Clyde. Or else, do you want it for close quarters?
No.
No?
What's this do? And then there's an explosion.
What would the save be?
And shoot! Boom!
15.
What the hell was that? Oh, Danica just sneezed. Ah, not on my ship.
Clyde,
Yes,
can you please make a Constitution check for me?
I totally can.
At some point, I am gonna go.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You wake up feeling rejuvenated. You take that morning piss that everybody enjoys, where you're just like, I could stand 100 feet away and still get it in the bowl.
Oh man.
You know,
Fucking
you just,
full mass.
just whoa. And then you walk by a mirror and see that. Remember, you're wearing a nice snazzy suit, and it's just like, yeah.
Wow. Clyde, you bastard, you look so good.
You're about to leave Desmond's quarters and you stop.
You pissed in
Horn.
his toilet.
Can't forget you. I fucking twirl it onto my back with pizzazz.
You begin to walk, and you can hear a little bit of commotion. There's the work that is being done on the exterior of the hull is starting to die down a little bit. And as you begin to walk back to where you eventually would see all of them talking and discussing, you all see Clyde just nicely dressed.
Hello, all you beautiful people. How is everybody today?
So who'd you kill for that?
Not a damn person.
You are much
Insight.
more dressed than you were yesterday.
Pretty snazzy there, bud.
I'm gonna. Ocean's gonna insight.
Go for it.
10.
10. He's not lying.
I'm not lying to you at all. Like, out of game. That's
Yeah.
not a lie.
Oh, I know. I know. Out of game. I
Ocean is pretty sure that wasn't a lie.
No,
How much did it cost you?
150 inner credits because I did some chores.
Oh,
The woman that made
reminding-
it for me.
Reminding me of which, and I shake the bag of money, found some credit tokens.
So that suit didn't cost me a thing.
Actually, I'm giving everyone 100 inner, so it costs you 50.
That's a win.
Yeah. And 200 outer.
Oh, I
And
know.
200 outer?
It's only outer. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
oh, Sean, you beautiful bastard. Where are those things that you needed me to read?
On the terminal. Let me show you. And I
Let's
do
go.
The terminal,
Does this
plug
mean
my
that we are
gauntlet
allowed
back
to
in.
speak to you now?
I think, why weren't you allowed to speak to me before?
You told us to leave.
You were pissed off.
Well, if I was before, I am not now.
What's that on your strap?
I look down.
Oh,
Did not realize clothes were such a
it's not
controller of emotions.
it's not just the clothes. It's how good the clothes are.
Zanner says, you're not.
What makes good clothes?
What was that thing that she said? You live your life, and half of your life is your appearance, or something like that.
Something like that.
The woman told me that you live your life, and half your life you live is about appearance. You should make the best of it. Hence why I've got this wonderful suit.
Okay, well, we spend 1/4 of our life just flat on a piece of fabric hallucinating while unconscious.
Third
Zanner,
of your life, but yeah.
Zanner telepathically,
Third of your life.
Oh,
Asks
third,
him.
sorry.
you don't plan on taking that beautiful suit into battle, do you?
No, well, I will find something else
Okay,
for battle clothing.
okay, fair
This
enough.
is too nice of a suit to
Yes.
ruin.
That
'cause
was
if
my
we get-
point.
If we get into another altercation where I end up fused to a wall naked again,
You
I'm
don't wanna
very
lose it.
upset.
Can I do an Arcana check? Because of the
gauntlet's
fact I
in the
noticed that-
terminal, just waiting.
Depending on how he moves or how I move, it seems to change color.
It's not magic.
It's got no
it's
magic.
very easy. It's not magic. It's the type of fabric it is.
It would be
Yeah.
easy to destroy.
But as for this pin, I found
Like,
it on.
It's got no.
Time out for a second. Can you two pull your chairs this way?
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you guys are kind of half-assed out of the frame. Whoops.
Yeah. Sorry, I opened up the stream and
How's that?
That's better. That's much better.
Sorry, everyone.
Time in.
So,
My knowledge just at the computer. I have file number 3, which is in giant, just waiting for him.
That we think. We don't know if it is in giant or not.
you're looking at them?
Well, first,
First, he's gonna explain the pin.
the pin came off of one of the bodies in the ship.
I'm gonna assume the one that was sitting.
Yes. And I show him that it's just a pin with that Minerva's design logo, and there's
Is
a
there-
number on it here. It says 0727.
What? What is the? What does that say on the pin?
What do you mean?
The actual that logo.
It's for Minerva's designs.
How would I spell that again?
MINERVA. We good?
Yeah.
Good.
I was still listening to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, I. Will,
Excuse me.
well, here's the first file, which I believe is what you can read.
I'm keeping that pin, by the way.
That's fine.
It looks good on the strap, does it not?
I think because now you have a tie. If you put it on the tie, it's
Oh,
centered.
like the like your tie clips you can get that hold the inside piece of your tie in.
Yeah. You can put it on the lapel of your coat. You can put it on the pocket itself.
Sure.
It's sort of
I feel
See,
better.
general? No, he works for clothing.
Some clothing. I don't know what that means.
As me being a Earthling, I would know the name Minerva is the Romanized name for Athena, correct?
Roll history. Chet sort of cringed at that, but you can roll history.
Why? He's right.
It's just funny. He said it, and you were like,
6.
That's not what I was cringing at.
What were you cringing at?
Someone's got to make the video.
anyways.
I'm
what,
sorry.
You got a 6?
Yes, 6.
No. You
No.
don't. You
Nope.
you know it's got a connection, but you just can't place it.
Yeah, I know. It's just like sounds Earth. sounds very earthy.
So I take a look
You
at the
are-
file.
So the first file is just the giant copy of the purchasing form that was the English one.
I just relay that to
Yeah.
Oshine.
Just a quick input. I'm gonna spend the time to ritual cast talk to animals and find Slappy.
Every episode we're on the ship.
So, the second file is a shipment log. It's just basic, couple hundred bolts of fabric,
You're writing this down, right?
various components for repairs,
I'm still on the previous one.
you know, other things like that.
Fabrics. It's just cargo. I would
Yeah.
just put cargo dash fabrics.
The fourth, fifth log. First two were human, but the fifth log
Yes.
total is another shipment log, but this one was to Kalotili.
Shipment to Kalotili for.
That part it's not filled in. Like it says that it had cargo, but it doesn't say what the cargo was.
Okay. That's suspicious.
The last two aren't like documents; they're videos. But they don't
Oh.
have a video component. You can there should be a video to or
Do we have
a
any
video to
audio?
it, but it has audio to it in Giant.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's play the first one.
So the first one, as you understand, you're going to relay it to them.
Well, maybe. Let's see what it says first.
Is a female voice that is saying, currently above Kalutili, cannot find dock, must make emergency landing, and then just a loud thump sound, and it cuts out there.
Okay, so I relay that. Sounds like the woman is distressed. It's too bad we weren't here to help her. And then we go to the next one.
The last one is just like the panting of an individual for a couple seconds, and then it's, I have been trapped in this room for 2 weeks. The crew and I took shelter in here after the creatures ripped through the hull. power has failed. I ended the crew for their sake. We cannot get out, and I will not do that to them. I am out of ammo. I will just wait myself. And then as it goes to continue, the audio starts cutting out, and you see the video comes in for a moment, and there is a Goliath woman in a very like nice business suit, and you see the little pin on her lapel, and she is like sweaty, and you can see tears on her face, and you would recognize them as tribal markings, but they look a little more spirally and fancy.
Are they Faerun
No,
Goliath?
no, they just
There's nothing that I would recognize it as a tribe from my home.
no. Just
Okay.
you recognize it as a tribal thing, and
This is a cultural aspect.
Yeah.
she's
Just making sure it wasn't a tribe that may have taken refuge on.
you can see her mouth moving, and she like leans back in the chair, and then it cuts out.
I'm not here for this, but that's really weird that they crashed right outside the city and no one went and investigated.
We couldn't find the dock.
But the thing that's troubling, so I relay that to you, and what's troubling about all this is, okay, they couldn't find the dock, but why wasn't anybody answering intercoms or anything to get a hold of them or anything like that? And with such a ship, well, we all seen the ship. How could nobody have known that that ship crash landed?
Well, we couldn't see any. We couldn't see any visuals to that video, nor even if there was, we wouldn't be able to see it outside. What if they were in the middle of one of those really strong windstorms that we just avoided?
That is true, but
So,
still,
because think, even when what I'll call a medium storm was happening, we had a hard time seeing. There's a heavier son of a bitch, and I would imagine that they're practically flying blind, and with all that wind, that might mess up communications. I don't know how, but that could be a factor.
Well, another thing, we don't know for certain that the creatures she's talking about are gargoyles. We just know that they're ripping through the ship.
it's a safe assumption.
But you
To-
could be onto something.
You could be onto something because one of those logs also indicate that there was a shipment coming to the city,
Yes.
but there's
Doesn't say
no
what it is.
indication of something, what the shipment is. One thing I know is I'm going to find General Talos, and I'm going to be asking him to let me give these Goliath a proper burial, because they do not deserve to rot in their bones in their final resting place. That will not be their final
While
resting place.
While we're visiting there, we can provide our hard gargoyle evidence, and then our
I mean,
soft
yeah, that
evidence.
too, but they don't deserve to rot in that ship. It was what we can assume is merely an accident. And if it was them being murdered in cold blood, they still don't deserve to rot. Not there, anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, my eyes just got really heavy all of a sudden.
I take the gauntlet out of the terminal port.
Because I wasn't there, I asked, what was the total number of bodies in that?
8.
8.
One must have been the captain.
I find it hard to believe that 8 giants couldn't take out the
No.
gargoyles that we could.
I don't. First, there were Goliaths like me. Giants are much, much bigger.
Well, Goliath is what I meant. Yeah, Goliath is what I meant.
But
You yourself took out 3.
So
yes, but I'm made
Just-
for.
for a moment, you two I need to roll histories.
History. Okay.
Okay.
Roll a history check.
Where's your dice, bro?
Like, I see one of my... Oh, there, but because it's a multicolor, I was... Okay.
So
History?
not that good.
15.
12.
So, neither of you know what the hell a giant is. Like you,
Okay.
you remember ancient folklore
So
of a giant being this massive creature, but in space travel,
I've never...
never heard of it.
so I wouldn't have said giant. I would have said Goliath. Because I
You
know
could've-
that's what he is.
You've heard him saying that it was
Yeah.
written in giant.
You would have
could make
said
a fair
a
assumption.
large humanoid like
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, no,
I don't know what
giants,
they are.
you've
I haven't seen
never.
Yeah.
That's not a spacefaring race. That's not anything that you've ever heard
Come
another
across.
race talking about.
Okay.
What? When you... And I'm looking at Clyde. When you say it was written in giant... Is that much just a form of Goliath language?
No, actually, it is the proper language of giants and Goliaths.
Okay.
We are a much smaller version of giants. And you see before me, this is all we get. We're just normal folk. There are such things as fire giants, frost giants, storm giants. Basically, elemental kind of idea.
So when I ran into that room, getting that idiot gargoyle who wanted to eat me following me, and saw you for the first time that big, is that what a giant is?
Close.
Close.
Very
You're like
close.
10 feet off, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're even bigger than. Wow.
Yeah. I couldn't even grow to the size of a giant.
You're my friend, and I'll admit I was crapping my pants when I saw you.
Yeah, I was kind of crapping my pants too because I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could grow to be such a large individual.
You were big.
I'm big other places too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yes, no, giants are much bigger, and some of them are kind of stupid. But they're kind of just like a minor race of giant.
Okay.
The ones that are usually in power are fire or storm. They're kind of the brains of the operation.
I see. Well, the
But-
ones that were on here,
But the
8 of
people,
them seem as if they would be sufficient
but these
to defend
yes,
themselves.
these were simple clothing merchants.
Oh, they had no battle tactics
No, maybe.
or capabilities.
Whoa.
Okay.
She has tribal wear, or she has tribal tattoos like mine. Well, not exactly like mine, but like I gesture. Each tribe has their own set of tattoos.
Well, like you said, each tribe has their own set of tattoos, which means they might just... That just might be, okay, well, now you're an adult in the tribe. We're going to give you your tattoos, even though they might not have those tattoos for war purposes. It might just be to signify which tribe, which means they might not have known battle strategy.
Well, exactly.
Exactly,
And not,
yeah.
not, and if you come from
Other than the natural fight or flight instincts.
yeah,
It's possible that it was the gargoyles that killed them. My point is, we shouldn't go in assuming that. We should, if we're going
Have an
back to that
open-
ship to look around, we should
open head about it.
open mind that there could be something else on there.
Because you look at General Talos,
Scarier.
and he's mostly metal, which I've never seen in a bird.
Yeah.
So
That's the
I
first for
don't,
me too.
I don't think. And it's just those two. It's just you two, right? With
Yeah,
me?
I'm not
Yeah,
there.
she's.
I kind of I get lower and. Okay. He told me not to tell you,
Alright.
but now that I've seen this, and because I know what he's capable of, I think you should know.
Alright.
That big boom that you heard a couple of days ago, you're right. It was me. Casting magic for the very first time, didn't know what happened.
Okay, I figured so when you did it again.
Yes. I killed 19 small Kenku
And we can't say this because...
because I didn't kill them all. Some of them had a chance of survival. I yelled for help, trying to cover it up
Play
as
it
I
off.
found them.
Yeah.
Talos finished them off. And told me not to say anything.
Eek.
Would I just roll intelligence to see if I heard of the Kenku-Aarakocra treaty?
Just roll history.
Just roll history.
History.
12.
12. You've heard of it. You don't know the extent of it. Basic logic, though, would dictate that this was done to not cause a situation.
Okay, so because of their little treaty, he probably didn't want them to say we were attacked in an Aarakocra city.
I understand that, but that still isn't exactly the way of going about it. Why didn't he arrest me? I murdered at least half of those 19.
Maybe because he finished them off, he would have just went and...
But he could have easily blamed it all
Were
on
they
me.
attacking you?
No.
They stole my horn,
Yes, but
and they surrounded me.
But there is
did they
magic.
threaten you in any way?
Fuck you.
They kept muttering, "Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you."
Any drawing
sounds
drawing
offensive.
of weapons.
Yes,
they had weapons,
daggers.
yes.
Okay.
There you go. They were
quick-
attacking you. You were defending yourself.
Quick question though. I've lost my train of thought. But pulled a Clyde there.
Hey,
Look who forgot the rope.
oh yeah, did you get that?
Yes, and I just.
Sorry.
But. Yeah, yeah, we definitely keep on under wraps. And for the sake of it, let's not tell Danica. Just because.
I don't think she quite understands the meaning of secrets just yet.
Or at least let's not tell her until we're off the planet.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. She should know, but let's get this all dealt with first.
Mm-hmm. No,
And she seems
yeah.
she seems to frown on
lying.
unnecessary loss of life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's.
I've done a couple
Not
of things
that I
to
think it's a great idea, but sometimes
think
if
it's a
you're
great
defending yourself, then,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it's a great idea either. I didn't know I could do such a
Also,
thing.
I just remembered because you were like, he could have easily blamed it on me. He can't. Despite how limited our magic is on Earth, we know that there are forms of truth detecting magics. So all you would have to do is simply request for a truth spell, and if you're like, I only killed half, or whatever, then they know the only other person at that scene was the general, and all of them are dead.
Boom, boom, boom.
So
What are you saying? Are you saying we use this as a bargaining tactic?
No,
if he
no,
blocks?
No. We're just saying that if things are to go south, we have a way of covering my ass.
yes,
By,
Not to bargain or
by
anything.
dragging him
into
down with you,
Yes.
if such a thing. Okay.
I'm
I
prepared
understand.
to face charges because it was murder, but
Self-defense.
I have that on my side.
that-
Talos just killed them to
Yes.
finish them off.
Yeah, so let's stop talking about it, just
Yeah.
just in case any.
I kind of when she kind of when he did that, I kind of glanced around. Do I notice that like Barry might have been like around the vents and
I'm not thinking Vera. I'm thinking
Oh, I am.
external workers.
Roll perception.
Oh boy.
Can I roll a check if there was workers and I just oh shit.
get your big old
Go for it.
6.
Looking around, Clyde,
7.
you can see all the little holes that have been cut and whatnot. Like, they're not straight through, but they've
Mhm.
taken off panels to work on things. And it's just, it doesn't look like the same room. And you're sort of enamored by that for a moment. What'd you get?
7.
7? Sort of the same thing.
This doesn't look like the same room.
Well, like we're still in the engine room.
Yeah, you're still in the engine room.
It just looks different.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because it's being prepped to have a secondary engine put on.
Might I make a suggestion the next time we talk about secrets? we do it telepathically.
That would have been a good idea.
I always know and remember that you have that, but part of me just likes the good old fashioned. But there are points where good old fashioned is inferior. Yeah.
So I suggest next point of action, go talk to Talos about our findings, and so I can bury those Goliath. I don't even care if they get a proper burial in a graveyard. If I can just bury them outside of the city limits, they deserve that, at least.
Yeah.
You just want,
Plus we burn our corpses.
so you want,
So you should probably burn them
Out.
you want a
in the ship
funerary.
since there's powerful winds,
I'll figure something out.
or at least maybe in the hole.
I'll figure something out.
But
If you know what the funerary
Dig a hole in the
I'll-
hole.
thing
under the
is
hole
for
in the
their
hole.
kind, since you are one of their kind, basically,
Yes.
then we'll
I'm
just follow your lead.
I'm gonna go grab Danica as I go and try and find Danica.
So as you're wandering around looking for Slappy, he's not in his little habitat. You know, he's not anywhere in the crew quarters. Takes you a little bit, and you eventually find him. And he's just like walking around in the halls. Occasionally, like looks in rooms, and then keeps walking, and then looks in another room, and keeps walking.
This bird has some sentience to himself now.
And you said you were when you found him, you were gonna cast.
Speak with animals.
Yeah. So you get him, you start casting him. Eventually, it takes hold, and he's just staring at you. Hi.
Hello, Slappy. Thank you for resting with me last night. I need to do some shopping in the city. Do you wish to come with me and see outside of the spaceship?
No. Maybe.
Do you want to just stay on my shoulder?
Sure. Sure.
Will
Sure.
you stay close?
Yes. Yeah.
I take like a little string from like my skirt or something, like I got like little frazzle thingies, and I just like rip one off and tie it to his paw,
Talon.
talon thing,
Pa!
paw. And I just like tie it on there.
Claw.
Otherwise it's slash.
Be like- and then I just kind of, give him a little pat on his seagull head and just say, I will be able to find you if you fly away, but do not fly away.
I stand over here. I stand over here.
He like tries to settle down on your shoulder and like sits down and like nuzzles his butt in and doesn't quite feel comfortable.
I just scoop him up then and just hold him in my arms.
Okay. And he just like sits there as you're walking around before the spell ends. You just hear him be like, ooh, oh, ooh, huh.
He's been on this ship for how long now? And he's still like, oh wow.
Before the spell ends, I just mentioned, while we are shopping, if you wish something for your nest, we can buy it.
Before it ends, he just goes, you're on fire. And then the spell ends, and he's just like staring at you, beak slightly open.
I love Slappy. And
I'm glad we have a mascot.
I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go shopping, and I'm taking Slappy with me.
Okay. As you get off the ship, it is a little late. You've been on this planet for a while, and the day-night cycle isn't the greatest. It's like a 6-7 hour day cycle to a 16-hour night cycle.
Okay.
Damn nocturnal creatures.
But the city itself doesn't seem to quiet down at all. It's
Still
like
seems busy.
one set of Aarakocra goes to bed, and another set is starting to wake up.
Night shift.
So I'm gonna head towards the street that looks like roughly the busy market area.
Okay.
And I am actively looking for like a jeweler's or something.
Okay. Some of them are closed. Roll investigation, please.
Ugh. That's poopy.
At least it wasn't a one.
It's true. I have luck.
Ah, much better.
So that is a 15.
15. You find one. It's a quaint little store. There's like a big bay window on the front of it. The sign is just a basic sign. It's not glowing like most of the signs in the city are. And you walk in, there's more of an owl-looking Aarakocra. Who's just how do you do? And like has fine rings on his hands and toes and whatnot.
That's pretty cool.
Approaches the counter between the two of you, and he's tall, not like massively tall, but he's taller than you, sort of a wider build.
As I'm kind of tuck Slappy under one arm, and I walk over and I just Druid craft a little acorn, and I say, are you able to open this and put gold inside?
For what purpose?
Arcane.
Got fucking Dr. Evil over
Takes
here.
it from you, looks it over, looks around for a bit.
For what purpose?
Well, it says gilded. Should the gold be inside or on the outside?
Outside.
Okay. Can you dip this in gold?
Sure.
How much?
How pure?
It doesn't say.
Enough for a
Dirty?
pen.
50 credits.
Easy.
And
Okay.
he just walks away from you into the back room, and you hear like the click click of the rings that are on the toes hitting the tiled floor. And about 10 minutes later, he comes back out with a nice little gilded acorn and hands it to you.
Do you
It's
have
not the shiniest of gold.
Do you have any chains that are fire resistant? I spark sometimes.
Of what metal?
Not very good with money, so I do not know.
Oh no.
I have 400 credits.
Oh
Of what metal do you want the chain?
I do not know. What is your suggestion?
What is its purpose?
I wish to wear the acorn, but not burn the chain.
And he just looks around for a moment and comes back with like, it doesn't look like a chain, it looks like a cable. And just, this would work.
I start ruffling through my pockets. How much?
Free.
Oh, that is so kind. And I like take the chain and just kind of leap around Slappy for a minute and just be like, thank you very much.
As you go to reach out your hand, he like grabs your chin and looks at all the marks on your face and neck. And, Have a good day. And goes back to what he's doing. Just like rearranging things and takes like a little spyglass out and starts like looking towards different jewels and whatnot.
She's not upset because to her that's not something that would seem weird, I guess.
Okay.
So she's like, okay, thank you. Have a good day or night, and steps out. And then I guess I'm just going to look for another thing of birdseed on like a food vendor wise for me and Slappy to share.
So most of the food vendors now aren't selling things like seed. It's more small game that's being sold.
Are seagulls
No.
omnivores?
No.
no.
No, they eat
eat
fish,
bugs,
don't
don't
they?
They'll eat bugs. They'll eat
I'm
small
pretty sure
fish.
they eat fish.
Bugs.
If they will eat garbage, they will.
They will eat garbage.
Yeah.
They will eat
You know, they probably are.
whatever small game they have. If they have like a fish or something.
It's mostly like rabbits and rats and whatnot that have just been like probably recently killed and hung up.
Stands there again for 10 minutes. Do you eat meat?
I was like depending on that. I was like, squawk if you want the rabbit. Squawk if you want the rat.
It doesn't do anything.
It's like, I will have the rabbit.
It's a sort of a vulture-looking Aarakocra. and
Oh
he just,
god.
like, takes it off the hook and hands it to you.
Well, I imagine if
20
you could
credits.
have like a
Okay.
goatee or something.
Bloody credits. Why a bird friend? Because he's small game compared to these birds.
And then I'm just gonna try and wander over to the guy with the necklace thing and see if his like place looks like it's lit or whatnot, so we can get an actual description of his necklace.
Okay, it's gonna
It's
take you a
lit.
bit to get there. You three, still on the ship. What are you doing?
Well, we were going to find her.
Ooh. Roll investigation.
All of us?
Yeah. Those who are actively looking.
So
Alright.
6?
18.
Alright.
20.
20. So you're sort of following behind them, still in your nice suit.
Still kind of in awe, and I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
every couple of steps we're going,
As the different
That's so
like
cool.
the street lights hit it, it looks like that more purple, and then when you walk away from that, it goes to the black.
This is so cool.
You two leading the way. After a good like 10 minutes off the ship, you can see Danica probably a good 6 blocks away from you, and then turns down a road.
I stop like walking that 25 so Zanner can catch up and start walking my 35.
Okay. You take off a little bit from the group.
I speed walk.
Yeah. And you two following as best as you can. Are you staying at Zanner's speed?
I stay in between.
In between? Okay.
Which would be your full.
So as you get to where Danica turned left, you get and you turn, and you can see her about 5 blocks away, and she turns to the right.
Okay, and now I'm gonna dash.
You catch up, or you get to that corner, and you are about halfway in between, and Xander's just turning left.
Can I see her now?
What'd you do?
Rolling that one on my attention span.
So Clyde, as you're walking along, you're like, halfway between Zanner and Oisin, and you hear just like this constant thumping sound and like cheering.
Yeah, I immediately, it's like I'm miring my suit, but I hear the thumping. Oh, that's definitely where she
Ooh,
went.
squirrel.
And you begin to take off that way. Xander, get you to roll a perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna get
Minus
bad.
-1.
Don't go fighting in
3.
your suit.
3. You can't see either of them.
Okay.
Just through foot traffic going on in this street, you've lost them.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oisin, as you are walking along, walking along, you can see Danica, and you eventually catch up after a couple minutes.
What are you doing?
Slappy and I were shopping as I'm feeding him pieces of rabbit.
Can I roll nature to see if seagulls?
Go for it.
I am going to Google that.
Yeah, so you would have the answer. Oh, my nature's plus.
In
Mod
the
20?
search, do seagulls eat rats?
Mod 20.
Mod 20.
Do they?
Well, because of the lockdown, they are starving.
Oh!
Do seagulls eat meat?
Rome's pigeons are now hunting
Seagulls
rats.
are omnivores.
So, yeah, it's
Well,
fine
they eat bugs.
for
I
them
knew
to
that they ate
I
bugs.
knew they
Um,
eat fish. I knew it.
Wow.
Clyde, as you are walking along, you're admiring your suit in different lights, and now you're not in the normal, like, yellow street lights.
Yes!
As you're walking along, the, like, white little cuff coming out from the shirt underneath is blue for a moment, and it's pink, and you look up, and there's just, like, these colorful neon signs going down the road.
Rave party.
And you can see various Aarakocra like making shady deals, looking around.
Oh
Um,
shit.
About halfway down,
And I'm in
where-
a nice suit.
where it opens up, you can see just a bunch of Aarakocra standing around cheering. You can see in the center of them just a bunch, as best as you could tell, just destroying each other in a hand-to-hand combat.
I see the closest Aarakocra.
So, what the other guy do to piss the other guy off that's trying to tear the other dude's beak off?
And so the one that you're talking to, he has like a hood up.
Of course, I picked the hooded one.
He's just standing there. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's just, it's for fun." It's not allowed in the other areas, you know. It's a little frowned upon.
I mean, sometimes it's nice to punch somebody's face.
First rule of Fight Club, don't talk about Fight Club.
It is nice, but public displays of violence are frowned upon. And
Do you fight?
no, I'm not built for it. And you can see like the little bits that are poking out from his clothes. He's a very scrawny built individual.
So, is there money to be made on these fights?
If you want there to be, so for fun.
So there's gambling on this planet. I took part in gambling on my own home planet once.
He gives you
Didn't
like
end
the
well.
up and down for a moment. And just,
Fuck, nice suit. I shouldn't have said nothing.
do you want in?
Kind of look. What? How? Other than them being beaten the piss out of, what do these Aarakocra look like?
They're bigger. Given the clothes that they are still wearing, the one looks like militaristic with the clothes that he still has on, and the other one looks like probably a dock worker.
Oh wow, two sides of the same coin.
You both forward.
And they're both just like haymaker and the other one in the face occasionally. They bring up their wing to block the other's vision and then kick him in the shin. It's an anything goes brawl.
How do you
Short
get
from
in?
death. He just, well, I can nominate you for a fight, you know, small backing fee. You don't gotta pay. If we win, you don't gotta pay.
How much do I have to pay if we lose?
50. 50 credits, no big deal.
Outer or inner?
I'm getting to know the street
Lingo.
He just looks towards you and goes, depends on how good you want the fight to be. You want to pay outer, you know, you get a scrawny guy like me in there, you beat the piss out of him, and then, ooh, you won. You won inner. You get a big guy like that. You
And which
feel
one did
like
he-
a man.
I was gonna say, which one did he point to?
He pointed to both.
To both of them. Wasn't sure if he had a favorite or not because it would have been the one I.
Hey, I'm gonna go fucking fight him.
He just looks at you for a moment. So you want in?
Crack my neck.
I could go for a good fight.
Okay. And he scurries off to this other, like, fatter, muscular Aarakocra, missing a lot of his feathers around his neck. And he walks up and you hear them talking. He hands him a small bag. And he looks towards you, gives a nod. And the other one comes back and he's like, okay, you're up next. Do you want to take off the coat? I'll hold it while you do the fight.
Yeah, I undress right down to like. She gave me boxers to wear,
Yes.
so I strip down to them,
Right down to the skivvies.
and I just, you know, do the cracking of bones and shit.
He didn't stipulate, so I put you in for one of the inner fights.
That's fine.
Okay.
I hand him my horn.
Alright. He sort
You
of,
run away with this?
I'll kill you.
the horn's kind of big for him. He's a smaller build.
Yeah.
He like takes it, looks at everything that you've handed him, just starts like gently stuffing the clothes into the open end of the horn, and then sits the shoes on top, and it's just like
I
hug
thought you would
holding
have
it.
kept your boots on.
I don't have the boots on. I have
Oh.
my shoes.
He couldn't
And
sell
he's
the
just like,
boots,
okay,
so
you're up next.
So he probably just left them on his ship.
Like I said, you run away with that horn, I'll find you, and I will kill you.
I
He
mean,
has
if you're
three
still
sets
conscious, we'll
skills.
see if you're still awake. And that fight goes on for a bit. Zanner, as you were standing there, you get a little lost and you start wandering off a bit, and then you stop, and all you can smell is like a fried meat, a very generic fried meat smell.
Okay.
I could go for some fried
And
meat.
so I have no idea where any of these guys went to.
Nope.
Okay. Do I have any idea where I am? If, like, from where I am, could I get back to the ship?
Lost child.
Yeah, maybe. It might take you a bit. What's that? It might take you a bit, but yeah, you could probably
I'd
get
probably
back to the
find my
ship.
way back.
Yep.
Well, I might as well investigate what the meat is.
Hey,
What the smell is.
You walk around and there's this like one-eyed Aarakocra, looks like a vulture in build, and he's just looking towards you. He's like, Are you hungry, little fella?
Well, not particularly, no, but
Okay.
is there any chance you might have seen one of my friends? I'm traveling
I
with...
haven't seen any
Can I
gnomes
describe-
recently, so...
No, my friends are all bigger than me. One of them's really big, and I describe all 4 friends. One of them
4?
seems to be like a lady on fire.
Slappy too.
I can't say I've seen her. No.
Okay.
No.
How many vulture meat selling Krokas are there?
Quite a bit.
I really don't... I don't know if it's smart to go further into town.
I only described one. Or 2.
Yeah. Is there anything around besides that
There
guy?
are other things,
Other
but this
shop.
is like the distinct smell. Everything
Okay.
else is very
Okay, ask him.
dusty smelling.
I will ask him. What exactly is that?
Like leans down right beside your ear and is like, "Don't tell anyone. I found it in the trash." And like stands up and is like looking around. Just hands you like a plate with white meat on it.
You.
It's a bunch of Kenku that were murdered.
Without knowing what it is, I'm not eating it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
and
you
like
very
takes
much.
the plate back and sits it down.
Yeah. I think I'll pass on that.
Oh.
I don't know. I'd take my best guess to where they went, and
Just start wandering.
yeah,
Okay.
basically see if I can't find them.
Oh, God, this is so
When daylight comes, I'll be able to get back to the ship.
Oh, definitely.
Sure, yeah.
But you have superior dark vision. That doesn't.
You're not overly affected by it.
Sorry.
You two, walking along, you end up at this nice like emerald house up in a tree.
Yeah.
You begin to walk up the stairs, and there's like a light little party going on. And as you walk in, slight instrumental music begins to hit your ears. A nice smell of vegetables and fruit as you walk in.
Oh, more food.
And there's like a light little party, but the individual you dealt with is sprawled out on a chair, and there's like a bunch of other Aircroakers around listening to him tell this massive tale. None of it sounds true.
Is he like sprawled like?
Yes,
Oh.
very much so.
Oh my gosh, like Rarity when she's in distress.
Such a
Oh!
drama king.
I can't believe it just happened to be me that was on that ship.
And just, I was the sole survivor
Bullshit.
when the pirates descended upon us.
Can I roll insight?
Go.
Oh.
12.
12. He sounds like he's telling the truth to you. And the rest of them are just like, dear, that sounds dreadful. Yes. And then I had to kill 2 of my fellow passengers when their legs got caught underneath the pirate's ship.
Okay, I'm gonna roll insight on that.
Go for it.
Not much better.
14.
No, that iffy, but truthful, man.
Oisin just gets enthralled. Really? Then what happened
No,
next?
I'm not enthralled. I'm just like trying to wait for a moment where I can just interrupt him.
And then he's just
Danica is like
And then-
right into it.
like, out of nowhere, the ship showed up and saved us. And I was so happy until the pirates descended upon that ship. And I lost the necklace there. My father would be so upset at me.
I'm gonna roll insight on that second ship and pirate plane.
Go for it.
16.
It was a lie with hints of truth in it.
Can I detect what parts were lies?
The second ship.
Oh, real a second ship. But I was just recently in that quadrant. There's only wreckage big enough for one ship.
Oh, if you were in that quadrant, you would see the cavalcade of destruction that was left as we got dragged there. It was horrible. Just nightmarish.
Dragged with the debris of an opening shot.
That's where we got dragged to before it happened.
Well, this second ship had just disappeared.
This is juicy. I wish I
The
wasn't
second ship
fighting
wasn't in the
somebody.
same spot. We got picked up. We went a little bit away, and then we got descended upon by the pirates again.
Just letting that one go.
Sounds feasible, yeah. I'm sure I didn't go parallel with how your story says. I went across. So, yeah, I must not have seen it.
Be glad you didn't. The carnage, the terror, the simple, barbaric destruction of it all, it just wasn't worth the time.
I've witnessed children melt.
It was worse than that.
Oh, dude. And that's the truth.
A lot worse than that. Yeah.
They just took our money and blew up everything. I've witnessed children melt and run to their parents. It's worse. It's much worse. Because I've kept my human cover. I kept my elven disguise. Just okay. If you have a moment, we need to talk to you really quick about that said story.
It will pain me so. I will talk about it.
Privately.
Looks towards all the guests like, I will return. Make yourselves at home. And just sort of saunters off, hoping you two are following.
Yes. You can do the talk.
Gets to, like,
Melodramatic.
A little library and shuts the door behind you two. How can I assist you? Have you found the necklace already?
We haven't left yet. Our ship is under repair
Yeah.
at the moment. I actually realized last we spoke, we did not get a description of your necklace.
I remember it so well. And he points up towards a painting of him wearing the necklace.
Oh, God.
What is
And
it?
it's a large emerald necklace. Looking at him and going by the painting, it's probably about 8 to 10 inches wide.
Damn, it's a big
And
one.
it just looks like a bird head.
What's the metal?
Emerald.
Oh, it's just
It's a
an
big
emerald.
emerald.
Oh, wow. No casings or anything like that.
No casing, no. It's just
Pure emerald.
And you don't see like a string holding it or anything like that, or a chain.
I'm gonna ask, how is it holding up like that?
It just magically stays on a member of the families unless we choose to take it off. And I made the mistake of taking it off
Safety reasons.
for fun reasons. And
Ooh.
I put it down and then and he falls down onto another couch.
Christ.
I actually.
Attacked.
Okay, no, he's still talking.
Come on.
As I'm laying there. Okay, now that we're not in front of a crowd. Second ship.
It makes the story more interesting. And he just stands up and sort of walks over. You see him grab like this little container and opens up his pants. Just oh, it's too warm in this house.
What did he do?
Just like sprayed some powder in his pants.
Oh.
Oh.
It's probably just chaffing a little.
Chafing? Chafing?
Chafing.
Chaffing.
Chaffing.
Anyways,
Don't turn into one of them.
And
I was chaffing.
I'm just going.
But the large creature that attacked our ship, that was real.
What? Can you describe the large creature?
All I seen was its teeth. Massive. Bit a hole into the hull.
Can I roll inside?
Go for it.
No, you cannot.
9.
Yeah, he's on the tree.
As I'm just. Okay. What
There
color was its teeth? That can really help.
Yellow, stained with the blood of its previous kills. It dragged the ship before our lord got onto the escape pod. It dragged the ship to what I could only assume is its nest. There were thousands of destroyed ships there.
Space Dragon Turtle.
Oh, wow.
For it.
What'd you say?
You said roll for it. 17.
He's telling the truth.
I thought he was gonna say I'm for
Okay,
it. I was
so
like,
it's just that second shift thing, probably.
He's just very distraught.
If he's willing to lie about a whole ass second tragedy, what else is he willing?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so find your floating emerald necklace. Is it magical? I assume it's magical, but is there any magical effect that happens if someone not of the family touching it?
Oh, I wouldn't even know of such a thing.
Can we have a little insurance just in case it makes us explode?
What kind?
Just a simple, easy down payment of 20 inner for each crew member, and that would just be 4. So just 80 inner.
Walks over to a like desk drawer. The room you're in has a good like 4 or 5 desks. And, like slides it open, rummages through the bag. Here's 100. Ooh.
I passed 25 to Danica. Then I put 25 in my personal pocket and put the 50, leave the other 50 till I meet these two.
He
I might need it.
looks towards you and goes, but now I must go return to the people.
Would you mind if we stayed for a bit, had a little to munch on?
oh yes, the food smells very good.
Yes, you can. Just please be respectful of those who have lost their families. And just like saunters out of the room.
It's a good thing
As
I'm
I
not there
quickly-
because that just.
Sir Barbara.
Oh, that's good.
In the back.
In the back?
In the back.
Where'd you ask for?
Barbecue.
In the back. And just keeps walking.
That's great.
I
I'm
want-
holding Slappy like this whole time.
Have you tried? Oh no, you haven't tried barbecue. Walk into the back with me.
All I've had is roasted rabbit on this.
Exactly. So I walk into the back, hopefully with Danica.
So as you get to the back, there is like a servant Aarakocra, looks like a pigeon, if you may. Just like standing there by a barbecue, frying chunks of meat. And there's a good like 3-4 other Aarakocras sitting partially into a pool and
Ooh.
just like chit-chatting to one another. Occasionally splashing water on themselves or someone else.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Very much so.
I walk up to the servant and just go, what meat's being served here?
And he like looks down and looks back at you. And just, we got squirrel on the left, pheasant on the right.
Ooh.
Bite
Like that
some sort of
bird creatures are eating pheasant.
large mammal
True.
creature there. I don't know. I just cook it, man.
Oh, this guy does not like his job at all.
I'll take the unknown mammal.
Okay. I've got a picture of it if you want to see it.
Yes, please.
Okay. And he like hands you the meat and then pulls out like the packaging that it came in, and best you can tell it was a whale.
Ooh.
Nice. Seen one explode on the beach, but
Ooh, that shit's nasty.
never tried it. And I'm gonna lift the visor so it's just.
He is watching you the entire time and just does not give a shit.
Yeah, this dude he's been working there for like 6 months and he hates it.
I take my 25 insurance and tip him it.
Wow.
Damn. Also, I realized I wasn't
Thanks.
eating the rabbit. I was only feeding it to Slappy because
Chip in the whole 25.
yeah, Danica doesn't eat meat. Remember?
Oh no, I just want to squeeze more money out of the guy, so I didn't really care.
He like takes it and looks at the people in the pool and just slides it into his pocket. And he's like, "Thanks," and like looks back and is
Now
like,
get out.
And I.
"Is he still upstairs?" I
Is,
heard him go upstairs with some people. Is
I'm
he still upstairs?
is he?
He was still.
He came down with you. So.
No, he came down with us.
Go upstairs. Master bedroom. Left side. It's about 6,000 credits.
You know?
You didn't hear it from me. and he just like goes back to flipping chunks of meat.
As I pull out, I'm just. Alright.
Oh wow.
And now for Ocean to squeeze even more.
Jeez.
Clyde,
Yes.
as you stand there and you're watching these two air croakers just go at it, and the one's now looking a little dummied and ends up falling over, and the other one's just like picks up that air croaker by the neck with his foot and just like huffs him to the side, and then walks out. And the little guy who's dealing with you is just like, okay, yours is up next now. Okay, you're against Big Billy. And you watch as this very rotund, white feathered Aarakocra walks in, big like a red mass underneath him.
Cockfight.
He walks in, and he's just like, all right, let's do it. Come on.
Oh. I'm gonna have fun with this. And as I walk into the ring, I rage.
Okay, it's just gonna be back and forth combat, me and you. Okay.
1v1 me, bro.
Bro.
What is your dexterity modifier?
There's
For
a
your
zero.
initiative
There's a
modifier.
+2.
+2?
Mm.
Okay, you go first. You go
Just
first.
roll.
Sorry.
Okay. So it's just a D4 to be punching back
Yes.
and forth, right?
D4.
Oh, damn. Yeah, because it's hand-to-hand combat.
I don't like just the one.
Okay.
So
We might be here a while.
Improvised or unarmed is, in my opinion, is always D4.
So Tavern probably.
So that's...
useless.
Yeah.
So it would just
Sorry,
be...
it was advice.
Because I'm not proficient with hand-to-hand combat. It would just be the strength modifier?
It's just your strength modifier.
Okay, so 22?
22 hits.
8 damage?
Nice. Where'd my pencil go?
Did you add your rage bonus?
10 damage?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I won't remind him of stuff.
So
I'll
then-
remind you.
Oh, thank you.
It's his go. He's
Him
standing
being
there,
down back then.
clawed hands. Fuck off.
Oh, what the fuck, man?
14 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
Oh, that does hit. He just claws it across your chest. 9 points of slashing damage.
So half that is 4?
Yeah.
Okay, my go. Natural 1. Wait. Yeah, natural 1.
You go to swing, and for some reason you decided to punch downwards. You completely miss, punch the ground. That arm goes numb.
Ow. Yeah, that one's bad.
Ooh, okay. 24 to hit.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow.
Wow.
That's okay. Only 4 slashing damage as he comes across your chest.
So 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I almost forgot how to add there for a minute. I was like, 42 after 46. No. That's better. That's a 19.
19. Okay, let's see damage.
5. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9?
9! 9!
Okay. It's his go. 13.
Just hits.
Okay.
Have a low armor class. Armor
5
class.
points of slashing damage
So-
again.
2 or 3?
Yep.
2?
2.
That's 15 to hit.
Hits.
8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Damage.
Oh, wacky.
You are remembering your bonus.
Yes,
Okay.
that was with my bonus.
Okay.
I'm not using. Okay, from now on I'll use advantage. I'm not rolling with advantage.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
I know you weren't. That's
You're
fine.
really
That was
easy,
my
Jack.
dum.
Yeah, he misses. He got an 8.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So that's a 14.
14 hits.
Ooh, 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
converts
Okay.
emotion to the raw emotion.
9 is the highest you can do.
Unless I roll a crit. No,
4 plus your strength. Plus
10 to hit.
no,
Sorry,
misses.
10.
Okay. It goes to hit you with those claws and sort of just like whiffs over your head.
Over. You jump?
No, you just go for like an up.
Oh.
That's
So
That's a
probably
mod
Clyde
20.
just did, like, a quick-
Mod 20.
oh, max damage again. That's 10 damage.
10 damage. He's looking a little ragged now. One eye's a little shut from just constant punching. A couple feathers have fallen off.
I kind of do the. You really gotta leave your face blocked, man. I'm fucking you out.
Getting a little cocky.
Okay.
You're with Eric.
18.
Croker, so-
Yeah, that one hits.
5 slashing damage again.
So 2.
Claws go across your belly this time.
Oh, that tick-
Oh, really?
I kind of.
Make his
Oh,
beak
really? And I just. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna do that. I hope that was caught on
Make
the
his
audio.
beak like that.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
Definitely.
Hey, 10 damage again. And I cock it back and straight into his beak. Not like across it, but like straight into it.
As you connect, you can see it visibly crack. And as he talks, a little like snot bubble forms on his nose.
Ooh.
I told you. Just block your face, man.
I'm gonna get you, don't worry. Next one, you're down. Next one.
Unless he can amazingly do 40 damage. I don't think you would be
17
mad.
hits, right?
Yes.
Yeah. 10 damage.
So 5.
Yeah, 10 slashing damage.
Explains.
This time,
I just kind of.
Okay, that one hurt a little bit.
he goes for like the down slash on you.
That's a 14.
14, definitely.
That's
Nine.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points.
And I, same spot, crack his beak in more.
It's a little more, and he's just like, I got you. Where am you, bud? I gotta just take it down and devour you. And go through another attack.
Can I, as a bonus action, kind of notice that he's kind of doing one of these and sidestep to throw him off? As a bonus action, or no? Because I'm not
I'm gonna say
disengaged.
no.
Okay.
Just since it's just like a quick combat.
Okay.
If it was full combat, maybe.
Okay.
But
That's fine.
he got a natural 20.
Oh! Poop damage, though.
21
Ooh.
points of slashing damage.
So that's
As
10.
in his like, yeah, in his like hazing state, he just like goes to attack at you and gets you right across the face.
So
And you,
it,
one of the claws like just nicks your neck, and you
So,
feel bleeding.
I was gonna say, is my face like
Oh,
profusely bleeding? I just.
Uh-huh.
Can I get your player's handbook? The keyboard's on mine. I just gotta look up something really quick.
Okay.
Just so I know what I know. There's drawbacks to what I want to do, but I can't remember what those drawbacks are.
Okay.
See if they're worth it at this point. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's fine. No, that's not worth it. Not
Okay.
where I'm at. Maybe if I still had a little bit more health.
All right.
Mr. I rolled a natural 20.
All right. So, come on.
Now what you roll.
A natural 20!
Called it.
Okay. Give me them rolls.
I rolled a 4. So that's 8 damage on the dice. Plus 8 is 12. Plus 2 is 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
You
Yep, plus-
did
No.
that math
So
wrong.
8 plus
8.
4, yeah, the 12 plus the 2 is 14 damage.
Yeah.
You double dice, not stat.
Yeah, no, he did it right.
Yeah, I just doubled. Yeah, I rolled a 4.
He just said the
So-
wrong number when
yeah.
he was adding it.
Yeah, okay.
You said
plus
8,
six.
8.
Oh, yeah, whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an 8 plus 8 to my strength.
As you wipe the blood off your face, and you just cock back and deck him again, you can hear the audible crack as part of his beak comes off, and he just
Mommy, help me.
it falls over.
I just do the, like, you know, the, like, a little bit of a... That was fucking awesome.
Everyone's just quiet for a moment, and then it's just like a woo.
From the guy that...
Yeah. He's still holding your horn, just woo.
So I,
Round 2.
I grab... Is this cock wearing any clothing?
No.
No? I just, any rags or anything from the last fight? Any scraps of rags or
The only
anything?
thing around you is blood and feathers.
And your own boxers.
I tear a section of the boxers, and I just do this. I wipe the blood off my chest.
Could have used the feathers.
I'm one of you.
Anyway.
Hey.
And I walk
spider
back.
Face.
I walk to the man, the Aarakocra, and no, that was good enough for me. I would like my winnings, and I would like my clothes. As I start putting things on,
He hands you the horn. I'll be right back. Don't worry. We made money.
good.
Goes over, and you see the bigger guy sort of mad, but a little shocked at the same time, and hands back like a little bag, and then hands a bigger bag, and he comes back to you and he's like, okay, so here's 100. Yeah,
What's in that bigger bag?
my share.
Oh, so I do the dirty work and you get the bigger portion.
I paid for you to get in,
Mm-hmm.
and I put my name on the line.
I put my life on the line.
What the heck? You would have survived. That guy's not dead. Gotcha, bud.
I look at the bird on the ground.
He could be.
It's not that much of a difference.
How much of a difference?
50.
Can I see if he's lying?
Go for it. Insight.
15?
15. He's telling the truth. He seems shady, but he's telling the truth.
I just kind of, I lean in.
Fine.
Gives you like a little peck on the cheek. Good job.
Don't do that.
And I like throw my coat over my shoulder and I walk back the same way I came in.
Yeah. Walk back out into that thoroughfare, and you're just looking around, a little bloody, and there's a couple of Aarakocra walking by that are just like looking at you, and they give you like a nod. They know what you were doing. And they just,
You should see the other guy. Doesn't have a beak anymore.
you just keep walking. Some are like very nicely dressed and just go about their business.
So I go and try and find. Now the suit's not wrecked. It might be a little wrinkled, right?
The most, you might end up with a little blood on the undershirt. You did get scratched up a bit.
Yeah,
And it
which
is
is fine.
a white shirt.
So so that suit was free.
As
Oh,
you
that felt good.
as you go to walk along, you see this lady, Aarakocra, like full like cloak on, and just sort of looking around, and you see her look around. You see these big earrings coming down, and you haven't seen Aarakocras with ears. It's not something an Aarakocra has, but she has big, gaudy earrings.
And I've heard about these rumors. I kind of give a glance to see if there's anybody in like earshot.
She's a good like 60 feet away, and there's probably a good 100 people between you and her.
Okay, I dash through everybody.
Okay.
But
Run.
I run.
Zanner, as you were walking about, looking around, you end up back at the dock. You're a good like 20 blocks away from where your ship is docked.
Okay.
It'd be quite a
Fine,
walk
but
to
what
go
a
over
fight.
there. And from where you are, you can't see that emerald-looking house
I
that
only took half my.
they were going towards.
I
Which
can't
one?
see it?
No, you can't.
I can.
You're close enough now. You can.
Well, the
He
first
didn't
thing
know.
I'd like to
No.
do is
You-
put up my telepathy and listen into everything for anything relating to a fiery woman or a huge, an 8-foot man.
Listening in to the conversation.
Listening into their thoughts is, if anybody's like, holy crap, that guy was big, or the chick was on fire, anything like that, anything that would lead me to believe that
That
they
way.
saw somebody out of the ordinary, which is likely going to be one of my compatriots.
Okay. Waiting and waiting. You don't hear anything like that. Any conversations? It's mostly just people walking along, and it's like, I don't know why I married her. I should have married her sister. I was better off. You know.
One random.
Just various things like that, and then you get that like itching feeling in the back of your head. Is you know the feeling. It hasn't happened for a while. And you sort of like look around, and about 100 yards away from you, down the way, you can just see a deep gnome looking at you, and then turns, gets on a small ship, and takes off.
Oh,
Somebody's spying on your
yeah,
ass.
someone's keeping a. So there's no chance if I dash, they're gone. They still.
Yeah,
can't.
they're gone. It was like they looked, seen you, picked up your mind, and then just like turned
Yeah.
and
Somebody
left the
else who was
planet.
also a mystic was reading my mind. Huh.
Which was just like,
Yeah, that's probably not good. Well, I guess the only thing I can do, the only thing of note, is like you said, the building.
Yeah, but you
I don't know that
weren't
they're
aware
there.
that that's where they went.
Yeah, I just know that it stands out.
Yeah, like everything else is either like a brown or a white. This one's like a bright green. And you two being there, it's not made of emerald. It's just painted to look like a large emerald
Okay.
building.
Okay, well I might as well head
Of
towards
their
that
family
building. It
members.
seems like the only place of note.
Okay, you two. You.
I'm
eat a
guessing
little
I
bit of
didn't
food.
hear what he was told.
No.
Because I'm probably more interested in like food and stuff.
Yeah, so you're sitting down eating nice food. It's
Fruits and cheeses.
Yeah.
it's weird for regular people, but for you, nothing's really strange. It's all newer. It's like fried fruit, deep fried vegetables.
Yeah, I'm enjoying like everything I eat.
I quickly
I'm
go
feeding
over
bits
to
of meat and
The tail that he is sewing gets longer and longer and more intricate.
I see these centers, so I'm like, Danica, would you mind quickly watching my plate? I forgot something in upstairs. I think I.
okay. And she starts like picking food off of his plate.
Just stand here and just. Right.
Yeah, and I just let Slappy like sit on the table with us, so he's just like pecking his own shit.
And I go upstairs.
Okay. So as you get up there, massive hallways, plenty of doors. Roll investigation.
17.
Go to the third door you check. First door, library. And you open it up and you go, I was just fucking in here. And you close it again. And you walk a couple doors down, open up, massive bathroom. And despite any cliche, the bath in here is not like a bird bath or anything like that.
Damn
It
it.
is a small shower, a decent sized toilet, and just the biggest of mirrored vanities that you could have.
Oh, this guy is so full of himself.
Leave.
You go up to the third door and it's a bedroom.
Is there anyone sleeping?
Nope, no one.
I close the door behind me, and let me double check if I can. Yeah. I cast alarm on the door.
How long does that take?
1 minute.
1 minute, okay.
The alarm is mental, and the trigger is if any Aarakocra grabs this doorknob.
Okay.
The one non-Aarakocra
set
slave.
that up. I set that up,
Okay.
Okay.
It takes you a little bit.
and then I go and scour for the credits.
Okay, you start opening drawers, looking through various things. Roll investigation.
Oh,
23, nat 20.
Okay. You start popping open drawers.
Oh, noise.
You don't find credits in this room. You find a small bag, and it's stocks. 6,000 credits worth of stocks.
I take about
They say a small bag's a lot easier to hide than a big bag.
true, but I don't want to take all this guy's money.
And then you keep looking around since you got a 20, and there's a box. It's about that big, you know,
I pocket the bag.
the bag of.
Like stocks and bonds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the box is about this big. It's like bolted to the floor, and doesn't look like it has any openable anything to it.
and we don't have a rogue in our party anymore.
I just tap the box, hearing if it's hollow.
Yeah, it sounds hollow. Like there's something inside. This is a thin metal.
I inspect the box, go along any sidings of it, go along the bottom, see if there's just a hidden button, or even if I can feel a wire or something.
Roll investigation.
16.
16. You feel around it and there's nothing, but as you feel around, this box shouldn't be here. The way it was positioned, there's a fireplace, completely decorative, chairs and a small table, but it's beside the fireplace, sort of hidden behind a curtain that you found it. And as you begin feeling around, you can't feel anything until you start touching the bolts that are holding it down, and they're not attached to the floor.
I lift the box.
You pick it up, the bottom is sealed shut.
But no way to make no
No.
keyhole. I look at the floor.
And the floor, it looks, you can see that whoever the cleaner is probably doesn't move this because they assume it's bolted to the floor, and the floor is a slightly different color.
I put the box down and I see if the floorboards can come up.
Okay, you start poking at them, and one of them's a little loose.
I lift it.
Alright, roll a d6.
Ooh. A D6?
Yep.
1.
1. Okay. As you lift it up, there's this folded piece of fabric inside.
I pocket the fabric.
It's big. It's not tiny. It's folded up small.
Oh, okay.
You know what this is.
I think so.
So,
I could be wrong
with... It's about yay big?
6 by 8.
I could probably put it in my bag.
Yeah, probably.
So I put it in my bag instead of pocketing.
Alright.
And I put the case back.
Alright.
And before I open the door, I listen to see if there's anyone out in the hall.
Roll perception.
Cool. 21.
Nothing you can hear.
Okay. And I take a quick look to see if I put everything as it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you threw the room looking for things.
Yeah. I open the door,
Open the door. No one's
Alright.
there.
close the door, and then I close the door gently, and then I go into the bathroom and just sit down. I'm not trying to be quiet when I'm in the bathroom. I'm just pretending to do my business. And then I walk out loudly, close the door, and I go downstairs, grab what's left of my plate.
There's not much left.
Mostly just the meats.
Okay, I grab the meats, eat this whale-like creature, and I go over to the guy and I pull out 5 gold, 5 inner.
Mm-hmm.
And is he alone or is he regaling?
He's regaling.
And I just like,
He doesn't get up.
okay, I just write a small note like, hey, I needed to, like, quote, go. So I used your restroom. Here's just a sorry. And I just like give it to him mid-story.
He takes it and he doesn't really read it as he's regaling about how then the pirates made him captain, but then they were found by more pirates, and it just got more and more worse. And he takes your little note and money and like stuffs it behind a pillow.
Okay, I go and grab Danica and say, we're leaving.
Okay.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
I scoop Slappy up and follow.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have a question. Is that house at least a mile near the ship?
No, further than that.
Further?
He's thinking locate object.
What?
You're thinking locate object, right?
No, alarm. When I have
Oh.
a mental alarm, it alerts you with a ping in your mind if I'm within 1 mile of the warded area.
Oh, I see, I see.
Okay.
So you two leave. Where are you headed?
I'm headed to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that seems to be all I needed from our trip, and I kind of like lift Slappy and I'm like, are you good? Do you want to keep shopping? Just speaking normal.
The Slappy's asleep.
He is also good. Tuck him under my shoulder.
Okay. I head back to the ship.
Okay. Zanner, as you are walking about the city, you get to like a major thoroughfare, and there's nobody you recognize. You're closer to that house that stands out.
Am I within 120 feet of any of these people?
No.
Okay. I'll just keep walking towards the house, I guess.
Okay. Clyde.
With the telepathy, if I
Yep.
hear any one of them,
Yep.
their thoughts, because I can recognize them, I'll be able to locate them.
Okay. Clyde, as you
I'm
proceed
just
towards
thinking
this lady,
very
she's like sort of
powerful
walking
company.
around very quietly. Are you trying to catch her or just keep pace?
Trying to catch up to her to ask her a question. Not to startle her though.
Mhm.
Like I'm not like, I need to talk to you. More of like a nonchalant catch up to her pace and then like keep pace walking beside her and
Okay.
being like,
Tucker!
not if I'm walking right beside her.
Okay. You start to get close and she turns down an alleyway, and as you go to turn down it as well, she's a lot further away now than she was when you were before she turned the corner. As you do that, you begin to hear something falling. I need you to make dexterity saving throw. As you look up and 5 boxes are falling down on you.
It's a ruse. She's trying to steal your shit.
14.
14. You just get out of the way. One clips your shoulder and you can feel it like dislocate slightly.
Fucking ow!
And you turn and are you continuing after?
Yeah. Now I kind of look around. Are we the only two in this alley?
You would be, but you can't see her anymore.
I can't see her at all.
No, she's turned another corner.
I just, hopefully she didn't do this magical skippy do that she just did. I just, Princess, I know that's you.
No.
And so I proceed with a little bit of caution. Like I'm still keeping up a good pace, but like I'm like, nothing's gonna follow me again. As I fall in a pit.
You round the other corner where you've seen her go around, and she's up on a balcony now. And as you look up, you hear like a clicking sound. I need you to make another dexterity check.
With advantage because I'm
Or
looking out for
dexterity
her.
saving throw. Yes, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
Danger sense.
Danger sense.
Oh yeah, danger sense. Should I? So 15 that time.
15. You look down as the alleyway like opens up.
What did I say? I'm looking up and a fucking pit shows up.
But like you just jump back in time and it opens up and like this little elevator comes up and it's an Aarakocra with a cart. He's like, "Good day."
Who puts an elevator in the middle of an alleyway?
Well, it leads to my cellar. What are you doing in an alleyway? It's the middle of the night.
Following. Is she still up there?
She's like, so it was a balcony and then like a road, and she's on the balcony across the road now.
So I point to where I see her.
I'm following her. She looks suspicious.
Looks towards you and goes, "You're not doing very well. She's way over there."
Well, if you didn't come out of your cellar,
Go!
I kind of like, okay, get out of my way. And I kind of like, if there's walls, I push him against the wall.
get out of my way then.
There's enough room to get by. That's
No,
like
I
a little-
still
it's a little
like,
side
You
stab.
can probably
Yeah.
dash now.
I continue in the same direction as her.
Okay.
I don't know how she would have gotten up there, but Clyde's not very dexterous to scale walls.
As you get closer, you know, you're starting to catch up. For that brief moment, you're like, I'm catching up. And then you hear just like, best could be sound is barking. And I need you to make an acrobatics check as you're getting close, and then 4 dogs lunge out and they're like play fighting in front of you.
At 2?
A 2. You gotta jump over, but you trip over the dogs and just face plant on the other side of them.
Oh, that's the first time I've saved my attention span. I rolled a 17.
You get up and she's now on that side on the ground, running along the ground.
How far away?
100, maybe 200 feet.
It's too far away.
So I dash.
Okay.
Try and keep up with. Try to either keep up or catch up.
Okay. You're getting close and you see her turn, and you get to that corner and you turn, and you're on a street. And it feels familiar. You've been on this street.
What is with me thinking of things?
Okay, so I do a quick like. Do I recognize any of the buildings?
Roll perception.
Ooh. That's a 19.
19. As you stand there, your brain goes like, killed the Kenku down there, and General Talus lives over there.
Okay, so I know where I'm at.
Yes. Zanner, as you're walking along, you get that like brief little inner monologuing from Oshine,
Okay.
and you can see them just briefly in the crowd of people as they're walking towards you.
I get their attention telepathically.
Alright.
Let them alert them to where I am, and ask them if they have any idea where Clyde is.
So we slow down so you can catch up, or I slow down so you can catch up, and I'm just no.
Well, they're
haven't seen
actually
him.
coming towards me, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking you were behind it. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we catch up to you. No, I have not seen him.
No, as far as I knew, he was behind me. Sorry for outrunning you there, Zanner. Just wanted to make sure I catch up with her before there was like a series of turns and we lose her.
Well, I should have stayed linked with you telepathically to start with.
Everyone had a fault in this plan.
Okay.
I was
Clyde
just
seems to
shopping.
be somewhere else.
Yeah.
You three
That's
gathered
what I'm
up
worried
now. Clyde, you stand there. What do you do?
Where is she?
You can't see her.
God damn it. I have no sense of where she would have went.
Yeah.
If that was the princess, she's fucking good at what she does. And then I was like, oh yeah, General Talus.
And I go to his place. And
And I
Okay.
assume now that
You three.
we three are just like, we should probably go to Talus. Just because before, you know, it's like, okay, on this day we killed the gargoyles. Well, it's been 2 days, you know?
Not yet, it hasn't, has it?
No.
It's been 8 hours plus however long this.
It's been like 12 hours since.
Yeah. So let's
12,
just
14 hours since you
let's
guys
just go there.
last seen him.
Okay.
Okay.
I bring a sleepy slappy.
And you guys make your way that way, and that's where we're going to end it.
Yeah.
That fucking fight was awesome.
It was pretty awesome. He whooped his butt.
How much health did he have?
We will talk about that after the stream.
Yeah.
But
Well,
Thank
closing
you.
remarks?
next Saturday,
Oh.
we won't be playing.
Oh.
But in 2 weeks from now, we will do the next session.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
I just got a couple of celebrations of life to go to, as I've already stated about the one on my Discord.
Yep.
As of right now, there will not be any streams on Monday or on Wednesday or Thursday, other than reruns, since I figured out how to do that again. If I feel up to it, maybe.
Maybe next Saturday we can just do an entirety rerun.
Or well,
Yeah.
we're gonna do now again, since I've learned how to rerun. Every week before we start our new session, we were a little cut off this time because we thought of it late. We're going to replay the week before. That way, if anybody is new to the channel, new to D&D, whatever the case may be, they can at least get caught up by one episode. And if they want to get caught up fully, what's the YouTube channel called?
Tabletop Tavern.
There you
And,
go.
At least in mine and yours Discords.
Yeah.
I will repost them, and
Yes.
then since it will be in your Discord, you can post it to the 8 you usually post to.
Yeah. So you heard that Tabletop Tavern on YouTube. That's where all of our sessions are now. Trying to think if there's anything I'm forgetting.
Nope.
No,
I think that covers it.
I think it covers it too.
Hopefully everybody has a great night.
I'm choosing not to raid anybody today because I'm lazy.
It's fair.
But I hope everybody has a wonderful night and a wonderful week if I don't get to being live at all. I will be in and out of my Discord, so if you have any questions, you just want to chat, go right ahead. I'm always there.
I will also be in his Discord under the alias McScummins.
Yeah. Alright. Bye, guys. See you guys
Night.
sometime.
2 weeks.